If I asked you before the season who you thought the 3 best offenses in the NFL would be through 5 weeks, what would you have said?
Would have said Buffalo.
Probably Ravens.
Would have said Baltimore. And I mean, I would have said us. But like,
That's fine. 4 best offenses. You'd probably put the Chiefs in there on top of the Eagles.
yeah.
All 4 teams lost in week 5. So that prompted me to think of an interesting topic.
Can't even make noise this week.
You can't. You got to shut the hell up.
You can make noise if your team lost this weekend.
I gotta go Shador.
Yeah. So with that in mind, that sparked the idea that today I wanted us to do a tier list of every single offense in the NFL. Get a lay of the land of who are the best, who are the worst, who are disappointing, who are somewhere in the middle, and just get a full understanding of what every single NFL team's offense feels like through 5 weeks.
Hell yeah.
So this one is going to be real simple. On the screen, we have a tier list, S through F, of every single NFL offense. We're going to go through, put everybody in this tier. And so I guess we should lay some groundwork. How do you guys want to do this? Do you guys want to do this based on what they are right now, going forward, what we've seen through 5 weeks?
What we've seen through 5 weeks. Because we can do some projection for like some teams. If we want to bump somebody up from like B to A, if we like genuinely think that they're in a different class, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like we have like basically a month of football now where we can go in and say like, this is what you've done. And so because there are like surprises, some people deserve to be at the top because of what they produced.
And I think there probably should be some element of projection just because injuries, context, people coming back. So I think it's a little bit strictly like what we've seen, but also like what we can gather from those 5 weeks, what we can assume for at least the next 4 weeks going forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it makes it both make sense.
Okay. And obviously, you guys know you're watching this episode. It is a Tuesday, October 7th right now. Normally, this would come out on Monday when we do our recap episodes. We had a slight schedule hiccup that we couldn't record on Monday this week. So it'll be 1 episode this week on a Tuesday. And might keep this going forward. Still experimenting with this new show and how we want to do the like general schedule of our uploads. Might do a couple weeks of trying out just once a week on Tuesday, kind of mix in the recap with the more topical episodes on Thursday. TBD.
But we will be here to give all the foolishness.
There will be plenty of yap either way. Just still trying to figure out exactly how we want to structure this show compared to TU3.
No matter what.
Yep. So let's get straight into it. First team to talk about today. Where do you guys want to put...
Set the foundation for the worst teams in the NFL.
Okay.
Let's start off with the hate, please.
All right,
Let's do a bad one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the list right now. The logo's there. My first eye goes to the Bengals. This is an interesting one because Joe Burrow's not there. He might be there eventually, but like eventually might be like week 14 when the season will like surely be lost.
Yeah.
So I think we can just treat them on what they are with Jake Browning at the helm. Does anybody have anything to say other than F?
They have no damn run game. Their offensive line is complete dog shit. Shout out to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Had a good game finally.
Yeah.
At least one of them.
No, they suck. Like it's over. Though, like, and it's very, very disheartening because there was a stretch 3 years ago where we said, okay, Jake Browning can do a little bit, and apparently all defensive coordinators have done is just study Jake Browning tape for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
they know exactly what he's gonna do. They know exactly what he's gonna throw. He's turning the ball over. The only game that he didn't turn the ball over was in the game against Denver, where literally he was like, I'm either going to throw the safest pass available, or I'm gonna give you a jump ball on the sideline, and then it's either you catch it or nobody else catches it. Right? I'm going to make the safest throws. And in that game, he had 0 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. Every other game, there's multiple interceptions. So you know,
multiple interceptions.
Multiple. Yeah. You know, like what's ridiculous is he right now he's at 8 interceptions on the year.
That's insane.
No, Geno timing.
Yeah. And Geno's played like a game and a half more than him. They are bad. And you know that Jake Browning is out there. You get a pick. It's career high day, right? It's your time to have a highlight.
Bad on all levels too, because going back to what I said when it comes to rushing the ball, they are by far, there's like a clear gap when it comes to how good these teams are able to run the ball. Throughout the entirety of the year, they've rushed 285 yards.
Through 5 weeks?
Through 5 fucking weeks. 285 yards.
What is that, like 60 yards a game? A little bit less. It's like 55 yards a game. That's insane. And yeah, they're at the highest passing volume in the NFL. They're trying to play through the receivers and try to make do without Joe Burrow and say our talent can let us win on the outside. There'll always be advantages there. They pass the ball 65.5% of the time. Second place is 63% in Miami Dolphins. The 15th best team right in the middle is 58. So those top few guys are a pretty big gap over everybody else passing volume wise. And they are 32nd in passing EPA per dropback. Highest volume and the worst. They are clearly F. Nothing's going for them.
One of the worst passing leagues in the league too. Oh my god.
They are truly, truly terrible. Jake Browning will probably get benched at some point.
Damn.
And I don't know who they're gonna. I don't even know who the third string is. Who's gonna start there? But it probably at some point they gotta try something else.
Do you guys want to do no projection for them at all?
I am. This is projection. They will be F for the rest of the year.
This is projection for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the other team that was on the other half of this game in which they played last week. The Detroit Lions. To me, this is a clear S tier team, right?
Yeah. Hands down. There's no question.
And the game against the Bengals just further solidified that. Honestly, right now, this has to be the best offense in the NFL, I think. All things considered, in terms of what we've seen from them so far in the pass, in the run, the quarterback reliability, the offensive line that had question marks that I think isn't really a problem anymore after the early woes when they got just blitzed by the Packers in week 1. They figured out a lot of those issues. Tate Ratledge looks really good. Graham Glasgow, they figured that out after week 1 when they were just fucking up all the assignments for the first time at center. We know what the skill positions can do. We know they'll play incredibly hard under Dan Campbell. That hasn't changed. They still have the finesse, still have the play action. They have all the talent that we can assume will go forward and do well in the playoffs. They check every box.
They had that one hiccup. Since then, 52, 38, 34,
Jesus.
37.
Yeah.
Like anybody that they play, you're gonna have to score 40 points to beat them.
Yeah.
And so they clearly are cream of the crop S tier.
And so where do you want to draw the line with S tier? What does the team have to do to be S tier? Because obviously they're in that, but I'm thinking about teams that might get into the conversation as well. Does that mean we have to think you have a team that like your offense can carry you to a Super Bowl? Like you are going to be one of the best teams that you can't be stopped? Like I feel like playoffs has to be some sort of qualifier for S tier. Like you are truly one of the best.
Yes, S tier a little bit comes like the eye test kind of matters a lot in this because like there's in terms of like the line between S tier and A tier.
Yeah.
Where going into a game like you said, do you just trust the offense to go out and score? And is it not so matchup dependent where it's like, okay, if they get these looks and this goes right, you just know like the other team has to scheme to stop you as opposed to you trying to figure out where you can attack.
Yeah. And I think you have to have like almost no questions to be an S tier. I think we should keep it as limited as possible. Where, like,
Yeah.
these are teams that there's no real downside aside from injuries, which is the case for anybody.
Mm.
I don't see any reason why they'd fall off.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Whereas some teams have at least some hole you could say could be exploited. I don't know what it is for them because they have the best running back duo in the NFL, good O-line, top 10 quarterback, top 12 at the worst, depending on how low
Yep.
you are.
Mm.
It's pretty perfect.
I agree.
Let's go to the middle here. What do you guys want to do with the Atlanta Falcons?
Again, like one of the worst passing offenses so far throughout the entirety of the year. So wildly up and down offensively. They honestly probably feel like a D or a C, honestly.
Yeah, they're 22nd in EPA per dropback. And I think through 5 games, some of that number is really drawn back by the down games they've had.
Yeah.
They've been up and down. Obviously, they had a bye in week 5, so we don't have a like fresh game to go off of in our heads.
Mhm.
But before that, we've seen them kind of figure out a little bit. They got Drake London going for the first time against the Commanders. They did a good job exploiting matchups there and getting him going in the slot after they fired the wide receiver coach. I have some reason to believe that they're on the up as a passing offense, but I also have plenty of reason to believe that Michael Penix is still incredibly limited as a passer.
So like projection for them would bring them to C because I have them in D2. I would do that. I think half the time we've seen 4 games. We've seen 2 games of them being solid and competent, and then 2 games of them being not great, right? Not amazing. And then I think because there is that baked in Michael Penix, not only like limitations, but just inconsistency.
Yeah.
On a down basis and on a game-to-game basis that I don't really know what's happening there. So I am leaning towards putting them in D.
I think it's just so limiting because Michael Penix does not throw deep over the middle of the field, and he probably never will for at least this season. They're going to be an outside the numbers passing team, which is fine. You can succeed that way. The Eagles won a championship off it, right? But that works best when you have the running game to be able to keep the middle and the spine of the defense honest, where they have to still stack bodies there because they don't want you to be able to ground and pound them. And their offensive line just hasn't been consistent enough for them to be that level of rushing team, despite Bijan and Algier being incredible. They're 16th in rushing success rate, which is like a measure of consistency as a rushing team. So obviously they have their big plays. Bijan's gone crazy, especially as a receiver too, which is kind of replace some of that value. but I don't think it's a respectable enough rushing attack to make up for the passing flaws. So
Yeah, I honestly feel like they belong in D. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I feel they're so talented. That feels weird because I feel like we're going to see plenty of teams in D that are worse.
So,
But like they're like at the top of D because I think
yeah,
if you look at the team and you look at them and you say like, okay, they should have a clear strength here,
Mhm.
right? And you do have one of like these running back duos with Bijan. You should be able to have more consistency on the ground, and then obviously like the injuries do like take a part in that. But that if your strength is not strengthening, then I don't know if I can look at your passing game and say, okay, you are actually complementing the offense, and now we're in a spot where we either look or feel really good about what we're doing every single game.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I guess the line, they suffered injuries preseason. Their line's never going to be elite this year.
Mhm.
And I think Penix will never be elite this year. He'll probably, he'll get better, but he's going to have his flaws as a second-year player. And I think he can fix going forward. But for this year, they'll probably be his flaws. So the only thing you can point to, I think, for projection is they continue to get better as a passing attack after firing their wide receiver coach and clearly making some improvements. So I would argue maybe worst team in C, but I'm okay with D if y'all want to go there.
I think eventually at the end of the year they'll probably net out at C. Best case scenario B, but I honestly throughout the product that was displayed in the so far overall inconsistencies when it comes to how much they involved their wide receiver one in Drake and London. Of course, they were missing some bodies, Moody, I believe, earlier in the year. I still feel like D is like the perfect place for them right now.
Dallas Cowboys.
This
What
might
do we
be
do?
an S. It's not an S. I think it's A.
So
No.
on paper, it's been an S.
Yeah.
I think, okay, so that's why I was asking the Lions thing, because I was looking at the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been one of the most effective offenses in the NFL in every measurable way. Dak is like top 5 in EPA. He has been incredible. The team is like bottom 5 in pressure rate, despite offensive line issues, because Dak is getting the ball out so fast, making such genius decisions. Truly has been one of the best 3 to 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. And Javonte Williams has been one of the most effective running backs in the NFL. They took the run game coordinator from the Cardinals last year, whose name is escaping me. He's now their offensive coordinator. And last year, James Conner, they had such a good rushing attack. This year, they stink. This guy clearly is the truth. And he's now the offensive coordinator, and he has revitalized the rushing attack. So a really good, well-coached rushing game, plus maybe the best quarterback in the NFL at this moment,
Yeah.
they're high. But the talent is still not quite on Lions level. How do we parse that?
They're S tier.
Okay.
They're S tier.
Oh, wow.
Yo,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
Dak is different right now, dude. Dak is
Yeah.
insane.
this is some of the best football that he's played. Like the last 2 times that you got in this or the last time that you got this level of Dak, he was in MVP conversations. And
Mhm.
like one, I understand it for this year, and then there's multiple things. I truly believe that like Baker Mayfield is an MVP candidate. I am also going to bang the drum so hard for him because I cannot stomach the fact of Dak Prescott winning MVP because he's playing at an MVP level.
Yep.
And like obviously like the Cowboys probably aren't going to win enough games for him to be in that conversation. But if we just go off of performance, like he's going to have the Joe Burrow conversation from last year where this defense is trash. They're giving up, 30 points every single game unless they play the Jets. And Dak is going to keep them in games. They went out. George Pickens is dominating. They haven't had CD for the last 2 weeks, and we're just here now.
And that's the part. They're getting CD back too. It's not a long-term injury.
Yeah, so like on the projection side of it,
Yeah.
we're good.
They are second in success rate as a running game. They are 5th in EPA as a running game. They're first in the least amount of stuffed runs allowed. Only 10% of their runs are first contact at the line of scrimmage or behind. Their run blocking is so unbelievably good and keeping the... Oh, we got to sneeze.
Bless you.
Disgusting.
Quick break. Their run game is so unbelievably good at just maintaining positive plays every single time. And Javonte Williams' vision has been incredible mixed with that. That alone would get them very high in this conversation. So if we're bringing in the fact that they're once again going to have one of the best receiver duos in the NFL when CD comes back and a top line quarterback,
Dude.
S is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. They've had like in and out inconsistencies when it comes to their offensive line as well. Of course, CD's been out, but when he's back, he's like a top line receiver year in and year out. Dak is like number 2 in the NFL in passing yards. They're back. What's his name? Javonte Williams. 2 in the NFL in rushing yards as well. George Pickens is 2nd in the NFL in receiving touchdowns. They're always clicking, man. There's not shit you can do to stop this offense.
And they've done it without Tyler Booker at times, without BB at times, banged up O-line, like you said. Guyton came into this season with an injury. They just performed and earned it.
Yeah, the one team that we all thought had the best defense or one of the best defenses in the league, and they're just giant slayers in the Packers. Green Bay was like, or Dallas was like, yeah, we're just gonna score 40 on you.
Easily.
And it's gonna be light work.
Okay.
40 without CD is also ridiculous.
What do you guys want to do with the Los Angeles Chargers? Fresh off of Amari and Hampton getting injured, out for 4 weeks. Fresh off of losing to the Commanders, in which they scored 10 points.
Brother,
Third sneeze in a row.
get it together.
You a man, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
This is a team through 3 weeks that was looking like one of the best offenses in the NFL. And then every single good player not named Justin Herbert got injured. This team is decimated. They have the worst offensive line in the NFL right now. Probably going to be one of the worst running back duos in the NFL now, with Hassan Haskins and Kamani Vidal being the running back duo with Najee Harris and Hampton gone. This team is decimated. Like, if we're just projecting for the next 5 weeks, they won't be good at all. Damn. But they do still have Justin Herbert.
So I had him at C because I think Herbert can get him to a spot where it's average, and you still have Quentin Johnson has like played better. He's been a revelation this year.
Yeah.
You still have the trio of him, Ladd, and Keenan Allen is like, okay,
Top tier.
we got that. Can you do much else? No. Are you a one-dimensional offense? Yes. Can you block to allow your passing game to get off the ground? No. But you still have Justin Herbert. And so like that alone, I think can get them to C. But if you tell me that they are D, especially moving forward, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, I agree. I think based off of what I've seen when it comes to Herbert's awareness of just knowing, oh shit, like motherfuckers is coming at my neck every single play. I have to scramble a little bit and like make plays for myself. I could easily see them still being C regardless of the fact.
Yeah, we can go C, because also we know that they get a little healthier. They obviously can get back to being high. It's just the past 2 weeks as a Chargers fan have been the most infuriating weeks ever, just because they're losing to these teams they should be in hilarious ways. The Commanders game, obviously, they lost from some old school Chargers ways, fumbles, fuck ups, kick return touchdown brought back because of a penalty, all this stupid stuff that made them blow the game for like lack of discipline. But on top of that, there was still the underlying thing that if you send 5 and you blitz this team and make every single one of these offensive linemen who are all at the level of backup or worse, they will get an instant pressure on Justin Herbert, because these guys just cannot all commit to one-on-one assignments at a successful rate.
At this point, you don't even need 5. You can send 3, you'll be fine.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Bradley Bozeman is the worst center in the NFL. Austin Deculus is the worst tackle in the NFL. Trey Pipkins was their backup. He's now hurt too. So they're bringing out names I've never seen.
Yeah.
I don't know who Sorrell is, who they started at right guard earlier today. I don't know who that guy is, and he played meaningful minutes. They are just so cooked. Mekhi Becton's hurt. Pipkins is hurt. Joe All has a high ankle sprain. He's still out. The only 2 available starters are the bad ones. No, and no running back thing is going to be crazy, because Hassan Haskins is their new starting running back, I think, who is a fine pass blocker, the most average runner I've ever seen in my life. And 6th-round pick Kamani Vidal, who is interesting, but a 6th-round pick for a reason, hasn't really done much. Justin Herbert will be in hell for the next month.
I saw offensive line posting on LinkedIn for the Chargers the other day.
I might have to apply. I might have to do what I can. The only thing I'm thinking about right now, the season is lost as a contender. The season is lost to me in all meaningful ways. I'm just praying Justin Herbert doesn't get hurt again. And I feel like he will. He obviously has the most hits taken this season. The past 3 weeks has been outrageous. I saw a stat that through the first 6 years of his career, this is year 6 for him, he's on pace to have more hits taken than Andrew Luck did.
Jeez,
Which led
man.
Andrew Luck to retire.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Justin Herbert is truly in danger.
Prayers up to Justin Herbert,
Yeah.
because it's not even about to get scary. It's terrifying.
Prayers up
already.
for me. Prayers up for me. How about that? I have to watch this team every
We don't
week.
care about you.
And I have to care.
Do not care.
How funny is it that he went from having no receivers last year to only receivers now? That's all he's got healthy. All he has is a good receiver room. Who would have thought?
He can't have a month of just solid football.
Why are you guys just so cursed? What happened?
I don't know, man. I
Now
don't
go
know.
win 2 playoff games, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, why aren't you 5-0, idiot? You suck, you fraud. Okay. Well, yeah, they're obviously C. 2 weeks ago, probably would have said A.
Yeah.
Fuck. Denver Broncos, fresh off a victory in which they beat the vaunted Eagles defense. You got walked down by Mo Picks.
Amazing, Nick. just great. I'm going to see. They're like, I think Bo Nix, especially in the second half of, not even in the second half, in the fourth quarter of the Eagles game, like he actually showed that, okay, I'm making strides. I am being an actual like NFL quarterback. I can read more than just half of the field on bootlegs and stuff. But also, I mean, that was like one quarter. The rest of the season, we've seen it's been very limited from Bo Nix.
They're still asking him to read one half of the field bootlegging, and they're still running a million screens. They still have the handcuffs on him.
Yeah, so I think like as a passing offense, I also don't think like the talent it's great, and Cortland Sutton had a great game.
Yeah.
We like mentioned like I couldn't make noise. I also couldn't say like, oh yeah, he was in Guantanamo Bay because Cortland Sutton had a really, really good game. I just don't think that overall for the rest of the season and even up until this point, like Sutton's been one of like the elite, pass catchers in the league. So I don't think talent wise they're amazing. So I'll just go see. They're fine.
Just mid on offense, honestly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they Bo Nix has obviously had a iffy start to the season. Hasn't been the worst quarterback in the NFL. At times he played like it, but not overall. Hasn't been like bottom of the barrel truly. But he's not anywhere close to like top 10, probably not top 15. He can still continue to get better. But the rushing attack hasn't been top 10 level. They have an amazing pass blocking offensive line, not a top tier run blocking offensive line. And while I do like what J.K. Dobbins and Harvey have done as a duo, it's just there's not enough of a high floor there as a rushing offense for me to like look past the passing stuff and like trust in progression as the season goes on. So I could see them getting up to B, but C's fine for now.
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers.
I'm going A with Green Bay.
I don't know. Can they be A? Because I feel like they felt so wildly different over the first like 2 weeks of the season versus the last 2 weeks.
Well, keep in mind the last game in which they tied with the Cowboys was not about the offense. They also scored 40 points.
Yeah.
So that part is like that was a good showing by the offense. I think we saw the deep ball throwing go well. Obviously, Josh Jacobs has been reliable. Jordan Love played very good in that game. That was just like, damn, you got flooded by Dak Prescott. That's tough. Game before that, they did get shut down by the Browns, who have maybe the best run defense in the NFL, and completely shut down Josh Jacobs in the rushing game. I'm willing to say that was a weird game, and the Browns are just like that on defense. It was a generational performance. So I'm personally not worried about like recent performance for the Packers, but I am also not willing to put them S tier.
Yeah, they're not S tier. I think like I'm gonna have them in A because I think that overall they're going to be able to just score more than other teams. And there's because of the way that Jordan Love plays, they're so explosive through the air. And so I do really like that. The only reason why I'm not really putting them in S, and honestly, if you really, really want to argue and say like they're at the tippy top of B, I think the argument for that would be they've had a lot of lulls in these games where they can either start fast and then the middle two quarters are just like, like what's really going on, and then they'll turn it on for a drive. You can say that, and you can say that like rushing wise, like the Browns shut them down. Really, everyone has kind of shut them down. They haven't been a really consistent rushing team, and Josh Jacobs hasn't been able to get going. So I think like when they figure that out, then we can get to S tier. But that's still an issue for them in terms of being, getting out of those lulls, getting out of these inconsistent stretches for them.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to the run game, it's not potent at all. I am gonna hold on like hard critiques when it comes to their back and also their O-line until like everyone over there gets fully healthy. But as of now, their run game just feels like damn near non-existent, and it's all on like Jordan Love's shoulders. He's had a fucking incredible season.
I wouldn't say it's non-existent. It's not horrible, but it hasn't been top tier at all. But they've been a middle of the pack run game. It's not like it's some like liability where they can't move the ball at all. It's not like Chase Brown over there at the Bengals where they're just fucking getting nowhere. But you're right, it hasn't been a strength or anything.
Yeah, Jordan Love, he's had like a top 10 a year for sure. On all occasions, really, when it comes to like statistically.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been the strength of the team. He's played very well. Yeah, I think we can go A tier. I think we can hope for continue to get better performances from the run game. And even if they don't, the passing game has been good. The one thing I think it would take to get them to go to S tier is really activating Matthew Golden and really building that connection where we feel like that's going to be like their go-to receiver. They're getting Christian Watkins back. Romeo Dobbs has been good. But I feel like we're still kind of in a diet version of what we saw last year where the offense is good because Matt LaFleur is a genius and Jordan Love makes big plays down the field, can obviously make special throws down the sidelines. But they don't have that like go-to, especially in the short area possession receiver. At times it's been Tucker Kraft. We've had explosive games from him, but that hasn't been a consistent thing, especially with him dealing with an injury. So just waiting to have like that next tier jump that you see with like a CD, Amon Ra, that type of guy.
Yeah, they can get there even without one of those guys.
Yeah.
I do think that they can get to S tier, but the running game just has to be better, right? Like it's a middle of the tier running game, but also in terms of just like in terms of overall consistency, they're at the bottom. Like their success rate is towards the bottom of the league as well. So I think
Yeah, it hasn't been consistent, but they're 12th in EPA still. So like they have had the big chunk plays to make up for it. But you're right, they aren't as consistent in terms of success rate. Okay, what do we do with the Houston Texans? Fresh off of flooding the Ravens
I don't give a damn what they've done over the last five quarters.
and beating the Titans.
Again, last 5 quarters, I'm putting them in F right now.
No, they can't be F.
I think they've earned
Why?
so
They can't be
Why?
F now.
just
Why?
because
They've played the only time that we have seen them have actual success has been in the second half of the fourth quarter against a Titans team that is probably going to be an F here in terms of offense and is one of the worst teams in the league. And then the Baltimore Ravens, who had a bad defense when everybody was healthy and was down 7 starters.
I guess the only thing I would say is they did beat the fuck out of them. It wasn't just they beat them, like they truly flooded them. So I guess we could say like, you can do the opponent thing. You should beat the hell out of them, or you should beat them.
Yes.
Blowing them out is like still encouraging in some way. And obviously we do know that they could get better. There's plenty of ways to improve. First year OC, CJ Stroud having, not the best year and not the best acclimation to the new system right away. There was obvious ways that they could get more competent. If you tell me this is the start of that, I can understand sliding them up to D and giving them good grace for that one really interesting performance. And the emergence of Woody Marks, maybe the running game is getting a little bit of life there. I can understand the argument for D at least.
Yeah, I mean,
But I can also understand F. I'm not gonna go crazy about it.
I can understand F. F is not preposterous, but like you're right when it comes to these spurts of just like greatness that they did have, which is very, very minimal when it comes to the fourth quarter of that Titans game and then what they did to the Ravens. The Ravens are the Ravens of this year, But I feel like with the signs of life shown by CJ Stroud and their running game again and their offensive line just putting up a decent fight, I feel like F is just like purgatory, and throughout these 2 weeks, they haven't been there anymore.
If we want to say they're F until they show life against somebody halfway decent, I'm fine with it. But I'm also okay if we want to give them a little bit of love to D, because this is probably the only time we've had something positive to say all year is congrats, you beat the team you should have beat.
Yeah,
I still think F for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
okay.
Los Angeles Rams, back to a good team. Obviously, they have been exceptional as a passing attack. Matthew Stafford's playing some of the best football of his career. One of the better quarterbacks in the league this year. Puka is looking like the best receiver in the league this year in terms of production. The Devontae Adams second option role has worked perfectly. In terms of success rate, they're number 1 in rushing. Kyron Williams has done a great job staying ahead of the sticks. They did lose a game as of late because of poor running back play and fumbles, per usual. Happens. But overall, they have been a Sean McVay team, and they have been a Matthew Stafford team. What do we do with that? The offensive line hasn't been amazing at all, to say the least.
I think they probably deserve to be an A tier. I think their full ceiling, of course, is S, but because of their offensive line, I think it's holding him back just a little bit compared to the other top two teams.
Wait, what the hell? They're number 1 in success rate, but rush EPA per rush is negative. So they're the best in the league at getting 4 yards a carry, but in terms of estimated points earned on each rush, they're behind at estimation. What a weird team. They're leaving a lot on the table.
The bad plays and the fumbles are just,
Oh, yeah, the fumbles way heavy. Yeah. And I guess Kyron Williams is also one of those running backs that, they say, like that Kareem Hunt thing I said a couple weeks ago I saw on Twitter, where he'll turn a 0-yard rush into a 4-yard rush, but a 15-yard rush into a 4-yard rush. That's kind of Kyron Williams.
That's kind of crazy.
I guess that makes sense too.
Yeah.
What a weird place to be where you're incredibly, I guess that's all you really need for a Sean McVay offense, stay ahead of the sticks and let Matthew Stafford beat you. But yeah, on paper, obviously they have the high-end talent with the receivers and Stafford, especially you talk about who you want to trust in the playoffs. I could see giving them an argument for S, but A's, given the flaws in the line, given the flaws in the running back room, A is probably appropriate.
Yeah,
They might end up being S throughout as the season progresses. I could see that coming for sure.
That's the thing though, them versus the Cowboys. Like the Cowboys have been a little bit better in the regular season so far, but obviously there's a trust factor with the Rams that you could tell me that net outs them being equal.
Yeah.
I mean, Yes, but also like I don't know. In terms of just offense, and you get the ball and you think that they're going to score, I feel like Dallas is at the top of the league much more than the Rams. So I do agree. I think the Rams are A. I think the running game still, as the stats show, like leaves some stuff on the table, and they've also had some moments where you get into some lulls, and like these for me, whenever I'm looking at offenses, I'm trying to put them in S tier. Being very consistent and consistently great is pretty important to me, and the fact that you can go into this last Thursday night game, and the 49ers were also very heavily beat up, and they
had none of their top players at all.
Yeah, and you had
head to toe.
You had issues there. Week 1, obviously, it's a great Texans defense. You score 14 at home. You score on the first drive against the Eagles in the second half, and then you don't score for the rest of the game. Like, there's moments where they can be had, and they can get a little stale offensively. So I'll put them in A.
It's also interesting. They, I think a part of why that rushing dichotomy is there between the success rate and the EPA. They face stacked boxes at the 23rd highest amount. So teams are respecting Puka, respecting Devontae Adams, and everything they can do as a passing attack, and welcoming them to light boxes. And they're getting 3.5, 4 yards every single time, but not really able to exploit that and have some explosive running game to take advantage, which has kind of just been the like tale of the Sean McVay era. They just never have like the running backs to get like huge high-end plays there. They won a championship with guys most people probably forget their names at the running back position. So
maybe they'd be S tier. Maybe we talk about them a little bit differently if their goddamn linemen would help the kicker and fucking block those shits, bro.
We would definitely talk about them very differently if they didn't allow special teams.
They'd be like 4-0, damn near 5-0, bro, or 5-1, or 4-1. Sorry.
Yeah. So we go A tier, but clear ability to get to S. And honestly, the only thing holding me up is looking at them and the Cowboys, and that's just because the Cowboys have overachieved and like taken S by the fucking handles. They'll probably come back to earth a little bit and be A tier, and I'll feel better about it.
Yeah. Also, do you remember the running backs on the Super Bowl winning
Darrell
team?
Henderson.
And who else?
Was Cam Akers there for that year? Or was that the year he
got
hurt that year?
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Who was the smaller back? I'm forgetting.
Because the smaller back actually had more yards.
Yeah. Darrell Henderson was the secondary one. Who was why am I blanking? Who was it?
Sonny Michel.
Oh, Sonny Michel. What the fuck? I completely forgot about that. Yeah, and they won a championship.
Yeah.
Now, shout out an incredibly loaded room where Odell Beckham Jr. gave him a little bit of something. He was a tertiary thought to Cooper Kupp. But yeah, great room.
Bro, they just brought in guys like Odell and Deshaun both played for them that year. That was crazy.
Crazy team. And the defense is absurd. They had Jalen Ramsey and the best defensive tackle of all time on the same team.
Jesus Christ, man! I didn't know they were that loaded.
Oh yeah, they won the Super Bowl similar to like the Eagles did, where they just got a bunch of win now veterans and went all in. But to an even further degree, because the Eagles still have like long term ability.
Yeah.
They went all in, traded all their picks, and like all the way in.
That's crazy.
Okay, next up, Raiders.
F.
Probably D.
Why?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe not. Actually.
What do you mean? Like they can't run the ball.
They can't run the ball.
And their quarterback is turning the ball over at the highest rate in the NFL right now.
Brock Bowers is hurt. Their best weapon on the outside is Trey Tucker right now, who's having a fine season. He is Trey Tucker.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is just got his powers fucking zapped. He looks like an entirely different quarterback. He looks like a caricature of what all the haters said he really is.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucked.
It's not good. The one, and then we've talked about it before. The one bright spot that we thought was going to happen was going to be like Chip Kelly coming in and being very creative and everything. That hasn't necessarily happened either. So I don't think schematically or execution wise on either the ground or through the air that they've been good. They're one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah,
Geno Smith is a goddamn disaster, bro.
Earlier to start the year, if we would have, without seeing a single game, we would have put them in what tier? B or A tier? They should have been A tier.
Fuck no, they should have been A tier. Hell, he might have said that because he was high off the juice.
I would have said B tier.
I would have said C at best. Y'all are insane.
Yeah, wow. I would have said B tier.
They wouldn't have sniffed. I wouldn't have allowed them to sniff A tier.
And if like we look at them right now, Patriots, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. You lost to this team at home. At home in week 1. And I understand week 1, whatever. This is bad.
The passing game is so boomer bust. It's like they're trying to play off of the fact that Geno Smith is a fantastic, aggressive, down the field passer in recent years and just neglecting the short areas. And maybe a big part of that is Brock Bowers got hurt in week 1 and has been a shell of himself. Didn't play last year. The underneath area just doesn't exist for this passing game. Is Geno Smith trying to force a deep post or a deep dig every single play, throwing picks in the same ways over and over again, not learning from it, clearly being completely thrown off rhythm in every way? He's fallen off drastically, and it sucks. History will be rewritten. They will say he was always trash, and it's a shame because he was never this bad for the last 3 years. But he is currently playing as one of the 3 or 4 worst starting quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's so sickening, man. So sickening.
Yeah, every time he throws a pick, I sent this to the chat the other day. He throws a pick and then they put the camera on him. He just looks so sad.
Yeah.
He looks like the face of depression.
He looks so old.
It's awful.
The face of depression.
Yeah, this team just sucks, man.
Yeah, so we'll go F for them.
No, talk about team you just mentioned. The New England Patriots. Now, I've been so fast to tell you I was right about the Raiders because you were so high on them, and I was like, you're insane. These Patriots have proved me wrong in the preseason. I wasn't like I didn't hate them, but I was like, we need to slow down a little bit on like them being a 10-win wildcard team. I was like, they have a lot of holes still. First year with the new coaching staff. I'm not willing to assume it'll be great right away. I thought the front 7 on paper, I had some questions there outside of what should have been a good cornerback room. I was like, I don't know about the rest of the defense. The offensive line, I definitely don't know about that. The wide receiver room, still kind of shitty. I don't know if I'm willing to say they're going to be this surprise team right away. They're that team now. They're clearly, after beating the Bills, they are clearly a very good offense. They have completely answered my questions. Y'all were right.
Your bold prediction. His bold prediction was that the Patriots would go 12-5.
I don't know if we're there yet, but I do think they'll be a wild card team.
Yeah, I agree. Now, did I believe that at the time fully? No. Do I still believe it? Fuck no.
Well, I'll say this.
They could go there. Like, the whole basis of your thing was easy schedule.
Yeah.
They are clearly operating on a level right now. They can beat the easy games. Drake May is playing at a top 10 quarterback level. If we buy that this revenge game Diggs had is real going forward and he's activated and going to be this good, after playing Pop Douglas less, give more touches to Diggs, that's going well. The running back room is still something to be desired, but Drake May is clearly elevated high enough that he answers all these questions.
There's 12 games left. They have the easiest schedule remaining in the NFL. The Broncos have the second easiest remaining schedule, and their the win percentage of their remaining teams is 40%, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots is at 30%. The Patriots have 7 games because they played the Jets twice, but they have remaining on their schedule the Jets, the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, the Giants, the Dolphins.
Oh my God.
They can get to 10. They can get to 11. Like it's gonna have to take some more magic because if they beat some of the upper teams. But if you look at the rest of their schedule, they have mad winnable games, and I think that they could have for real gotten to 12 if they didn't fumble away the Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
But even in that game, you saw that the offense was good. They just turned the ball over like crazy.
Yeah.
But they've been able to successfully move the ball up and down the field against teams. So
This is a beat your offense, I think.
Yeah, that's why I have him.
I agree, dude. Drake May has been so wildly impressive, and he's lived up to every single ounce of hype when it comes to how you guys evaluated him. I was very curious because you guys made it seem like he was this hyperbolic QB in training. Everyone feels like he has this tantalizing type potential for his arm, his like great size and all that, his ability to attack with his legs at times as well. Certain angles and certain throws that not a lot of quarterbacks can make. He has those abilities, and fuck, dude, his abilities are fucking insane when you see them like all come together through like different angles that his like tall physique allows him to get to. And then also, dude, what's his name? Booty. What's his first name? Kayshon Booty. Dude, he's so good. He's not an elite receiver, but with the way he just attacks the ball with his hands, he doesn't catch it like a normal person.
Aggressive catcher?
He's an aggressive catcher.
No, Drake May has been great. He is ahead of schedule. The big thing with him we saw last year in the flashes when we said this is clearly going to be a star once the team around him can get good enough was he has like a superpower for being poised under pressure and delivering with a pocket collapsing, accurate up the sidelines from all areas of the field, really. That's really translated. They're doing such a good job staying ahead of the sticks, being consistent. I haven't looked, but I'm sure their success rate as a passing offense is through the roof because they just are not making terrible mistakes that often. He's did a few errant throws, especially in week 1. I was like, dude, some of these picks are bad. The accuracy issues are still there, but that's been few and far between.
Mhm.
Their passing rate's pretty high, and he's clearly capable in year 2 of already shouldering that type of load. I have absolutely no questions about him right now in terms of can he lead a top tier passing offense.
Yeah, when it comes to when was he drafted? Last year?
Yeah.
He is like the best second year quarterback so far this year.
Yeah, with Jaden Daniels being hurt, and if
Oh, yeah,
when he
I
came
forgot
back,
about
like he
that.
hasn't had a chance to really put together good games. But yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think him, Caleb, and Jaden Daniels will be a star trio. Like that's going to be a great top of the draft class.
Definitely.
And yeah, we'll see what the running
Me
game
too.
does. Ramondre Stevenson still can't stop fumbling. Gibson just tore his ACL. They hate Henderson badly. They hate him with all their heart.
Isn't he a
apparently.
rookie?
He is a rookie. Who,
Maybe like he's just getting more reps to learn to play and shit like
Yeah,
that.
he's
So,
apparently he's a bad pass blocker, which is funny because he was billed as like this pass blocking talent that was supposed to be a strength of his. Hasn't been the case. His vision isn't great, so I get it. But he's gotten very few opportunities.
yeah.
Now I'll have to do more because Gibson's out.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's on the way though. I saw somebody tweet after Sunday night that like Ramondre Stevenson better be careful. 8 or 9 more fumbles, he's gonna get to the bench.
They refuse to do anything different. And I get it.
8 or
Ramondre's
9
good, but
more
the fumbles are
fumbles.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think B's good. I think Drake May is like top 12 quarterback right now.
That's not crazy.
For this season, well, this season he's been higher than that, but like I'm getting close to being willing to like consider him that in my like year by year rankings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who's next?
Next up, Colts.
S tier.
Ooh.
S tier.
man.
I think the Colts like
Probably got to be.
they are as consistent of a team as we've seen. Daniel Jones is not turning the ball over, and like their passing offense is good. Their running offense, they're able to
all clicking, bro.
right. They're able to get whatever they want on the ground. They feel like one of along with the Lions, they feel like the most complete offense in the
Yeah.
NFL right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're top 3 in passing and rushing.
Dude, Tyler Warren is having like a fucking historic season. I think he's been so far probably the best tight end in the entire sport right now, considering what's happening with all the other top end guys through injuries. He's like clearly like the part. I think he has like 2 touchdowns so far this year and like 300 receiving yards or something like that. He's truly been elite. Combine that with Jonathan Taylor, and I think he's also leading the entire NFL in rushing yards as well. And then Daniel Jones is having a complete resurgent season. This is just like a masterful offensive game plan night in and night out. And these guys are just playing to the strengths and making everything easier for
You know how you
Daniel
know
Jones.
Tyler Warren's a genius?
How so?
They ran a trick play in which he was rolling out in the backfield. He could have ran it, could have done anything with it because they threw the ball backwards. He threw it out of bounds. He was to get stuff for negative rain. He instead of running, went put the ball in his left hand. I don't even know if he's left-handed. I think he's probably not.
Yeah.
And chucked that bitch out of bounds because he knew he was allowed to by the rules.
Yeah.
Nobody else does that. Everybody can do that, but nobody thinks to do that in a split-second decision. I'm kind of joking, but kind of not. That was kind of very telling of like this guy has instincts.
No, first of all, it is very smart, and 2, that's what we mean when we say great on the whiteboard, plays the game the right way, smart guy. That is exactly what we're talking about. So I'm with it.
Yeah, and
they are like you said, they're just complete. And had it not been for Adonai Mitchell, they would be 5-0. They could have put up 30-something points on the Rams, or at least 27. Could have won that game. Like they are at the top of the league. And the one thing holding us back from saying that they're the best team in the NFL is the fact that Daniel Jones is their quarterback, and we like just saw it last year and with Sam Darnold and these reclamation projects at quarterback. But for right now, in this moment, it is abundantly clear that what they're doing is sustainable. And whether or not they're going to win a championship this year, we'll talk about that later. They're going to, well, actually, no, we'll see what Jacksonville does. But, like, they're on track to win the AFC South. And, like, they can win a playoff game this year.
Yeah, they just beat the piss out of the Raiders, who have been a respectable defense in a lot of ways, especially as a rushing defense. Didn't matter. 40 points on their head. They just continue to chug along. Yeah, man, they're incredible.
Going back to what you said about Ty Warren, he was actually I guess it's not surprising. He was a QB in high school. And I feel like a lot of just top end athletes
He
or
is
whatever
left-handed, by the way.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Penn State, they use him as a running back, receiver, tight end, fullback, and quarterback. He did
Yeah.
everything at Penn State. Arizona Cardinals, fresh off of the most embarrassing loss of the season, in which they handed the Titans their one win of the year, might be the only win of the year for the Titans, came at your expense. You are now down multiple running backs. You now have the entire offense on the shoulders of the least consistent quarterback in the NFL on a subpar rushing attack after losing your run game coordinator, on a wide receiver room that added nothing since last year and expected linear progression from Marvin Harrison, who has had some flashes but still isn't superstar level, off of an offensive coordinator that hasn't been inspiring since you got there, has been fine at best. I don't even know what to say about them in terms of their position here. I really do not know. What do you
F
think?
tier. Embarrassing.
I don't know about F. I mean,
I wouldn't say that they're embarrassing. I had them in D tier.
I guess they are pretty similar. I guess I just describe a team as pretty similar to the Falcons.
Yeah, they are insanely streaky. Like when they get rolling, they can put up points, but we've seen in really all of their games, their points come in bunches, and then there would just be stretches of the game where you're like, what are we watching right now?
Yeah.
And the fact that they weren't, and obviously like the fumble at the goal line, ridiculous. But had they scored that, the game basically would have been over. But the Titans were still in that game because the Cardinals could not put them away. They could not sustain drives after that to really, really put the nail in the coffin. And we saw that. We saw that there. We saw that in last week on Thursday night, where they started off the game and Seattle was running away with it, and then they were able to put some stuff together. But if their points are not coming in bunches on a drive-to-drive basis, do you ever feel good about what Arizona is doing? No. And you hate their quarterback, right? Like you do not like Kyler Murray, and it's for very specific reasons of like, I just don't think you can play consistent winning offense with him as your quarterback. I think in terms of leaving stuff on the field, they do so much of that.
Yeah, he's just very limited, and like he's obviously talented, has the strengths, the limitations as a passer that have just everyone talks about it. They are what they are. I couldn't live with it if I was a Cardinals fan.
Every time Marvin Harrison Jr. Does something good, it feels like the skies have to like open up, and we just have to shine a light on it. It's like, oh my goodness,
He's sure like a Make-A-Wish kid right now.
yeah, like every play, every good play that he has is extremely highlighted because there's so like few and far between, and it feels like just so much work has to be done to get him the ball in certain places. And so it's not a good place to be in for your best player.
Yeah. Jacksonville Jaguars. I think another B tier here. I think this team is continuing to improve, fresh off the heels of last night, beating the Chiefs, walking them down off of Trevor Lawrence, using his legs, keeping the ball moving. This is a top 10 rushing offense right now, which I think should have been expected when they hired Liam Cohen, who had a brilliant scheme last year to activate Bucky Irving and have him make that star leap in the second half of the year. He, to me, is the most creative run game coach in the NFL. Their offensive line isn't even good, but he's done a fantastic job at designing these runs out in space, attacking the sidelines, making it so the interior offensive line doesn't matter as much because we're running to the sidelines, doing creative run blocking with the tight ends, with the receivers. That's been elite. There's obviously the question marks with the passing game in the first few weeks. Brian Thomas Jr. started the year with disaster class. Travis Hunter, they're kind of slow playing his role offensively. It exploded last night with a 44-yard catch that he connected with Trevor Lawrence with. But I think Trevor Lawrence has played solid throughout the course of the year. A lot of blemishes, but down to down has been decent to good. I feel like all around I'm describing like a B tier team that doesn't have the top tier play yet, but we know they can get there.
Yeah, so interesting because I agree with you. They're probably, damn, they are B tier. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Feels exactly appropriate to me. I don't even think it's crazy.
It just, yeah.
I don't know. I think
I agree with you.
Last night changes stuff for me.
Yeah,
To go up to A?
No, to go up to B.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
agree. Yes,
Yeah.
I might
It
see.
I just never foresaw this coming at all, considering what we witnessed through the first 2-3 weeks out of Brian Thomas Jr. and then Trevor Lawrence has been solid.
Yeah, I foresaw
Needless to
this a
say.
little bit just because the rushing offense has been so good from the beginning.
Yeah.
That like the passing offense had to get better. Like Brian Thomas wasn't like I didn't want to believe that he just like fell off and forgot to play. Like clearly he was gonna have some positive regression. So I just knowing how special Liam Cohen clearly is, this is probably where they were gonna be all year. And I don't know if A tier is possible. Maybe it is if they get Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas clicking as like one of the better wide receiver duos in the league, which they obviously have the capabilities of. But I kind of feel like they're just gonna be B all year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like especially after like 2 weeks ago in the San Francisco game, we saw them trying to like rehabilitate Brian Thomas's confidence and just getting him involved. You saw yesterday in the Monday night game that Rauchi started to look a little bit more normal, and he had some catches going across the field. So if Brian Thomas Jr. is gonna get back to normal, then yeah, like there's potential for A. I think right now they elevated themselves to B, and then as you get Trevor Lawrence playing better and more consistently, then we can get to A as like the top end.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the passing game has to take a step up. It's always going to be possible with Liam Cohen, who I think we were high on when they got him, and that's been like our main talking point throughout this team this whole year is like, what can Liam Cohen do in year one? I really do believe he has like best play caller in the league potential if they can get the team going. It'll probably be next year when they have the ability to make that offensive line even better, continue to build through one more good draft under his vision. But if you tell me week 14 comes around and they're clicking as one of the best offenses in the league, that wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. Okay.
Cleveland Browns.
F.
Oh yeah.
If you've had to change your quarterback already in week 5, F.
Too many words.
Due to non-injury, for sure.
Too many words. Kansas City Chiefs.
We'll go B tier.
Fresh off of losing to the Jaguars, who are a very good defense, especially against the pass. They're one of those teams that are very like opposite in their rushing and passing defense. They're like 25th in EPA allowed as a rushing offense, but have been great against the pass now. Devin Lloyd continues to get a pick every time he touches the goddamn field, including a pick 6 last night to essentially win this game.
Yeah.
You know, it's set up the Trevor Lawrence drive at the end, but it was really the like swing factor to have them make that 14-point comeback or 10-point, whatever it was in the second half. What do we think about that and how the Chiefs fared against that defense?
Their run did
Thought the Chiefs were fine.
decently better. They were better. They're good. That one play where I think it's Hollywood Brown, he didn't turn his head quick enough and the ball just went upside the head.
Yeah.
When like that could have potentially put him in position for a field goal. Damning for sure. But I think they're like decent. I think I can't see them no lower than like B, honestly.
Yeah, no, they're definitely not lower than B. They're still
Yeah.
top 10 in EPA. They still like cobble together good offensive games because Mahomes is a genius. They will be back up to A, I think, when they get Rashee Rice back.
I agree, and I think this is probably like the only exception or one of the few exceptions that we have where we could probably grant them A because we know what they're going to be at the end of the
Yeah, like how do you want to handle that? Because it's not like an injury thing. It's like he will be back after this game. So like we can guarantee they will get a jump here. So it's not really projection. It's just like return to normalcy that we knew would be the case. Like none of this is a surprise. Oh, shocker that they have a middling rushing attack that is overall effective because Mahomes uses his legs, so that nets out to being good, but the running back room sucks. The receiver room is depleted. They're going to add a great receiver soon. Like, I'm okay giving them benefit of the doubt at A if we want to glaze a little bit.
I'll still say B. Just because I think that like Worthy's good. And obviously he comes back into the lineup against the Ravens and they look so much better than what they did the first 3 weeks of the year. I think their inability to run the ball with anybody other than Mahomes is serious.
But they do run the ball, Mahomes, though. Like, they do have a decent
He
rushing
is their
attack
best
overall.
back, for sure.
Like, it is like,
that's
bad.
And that's damning. Like
I know.
It is,
it's
but like,
ridiculous.
so like both are true. You know, like it is damning and it sucks. He has to do that, but it's been effective and they're keeping the chains moving because he's doing it.
But that yes, and maybe this is unfair, but if that feels more of a Patrick Mahomes discussion rather than like a Chiefs offense thing, even though they're like obviously he is a part of the
You're
Chiefs
right, that
offense.
is unfair.
And so yeah, but like it's just like damn, like that, like you have to do that. Like your actual running backs do not work. And then even on the Rashee Rice thing, I think like he's gonna be good. He hasn't played football in a year and he's coming off a torn ACL. Like it's probably gonna take at least at least a couple weeks before we see Rashee Rice get back into actual like football shape and everything.
Well, he had a training camp. He wasn't, he was allowed to practice in training camp. He was there. Like,
he hasn't played a football game in a year.
sure, but he
Yeah.
played plenty of football. I know what you're saying. That is a thing.
You
but
know.
like, he's been active this whole time. You know, it's not like he hasn't been in rehab until now.
Yeah, and
And that makes a big difference, I think.
I'm still a little skeptical. Like I don't think he's gonna come out and just be like, oh yeah, 6 catches for 97 yards in his first week back. Like I think
Oh, you're right. It'll be 12 catches for 97 yards.
true.
He's a volume guy.
True.
I do have. So obviously we'll see. I can imagine a world in which he does kill it right away, for all things considered, and like we know how they're going to funnel this team through him, and obviously the physical side of it. If the ACL causes rushiness, I can't know or not. But it's been a long time recovery. You know, it's not a quick turnaround or anything, and he's had 6 weeks to just get his body right. So I'm hopeful, but I'm not mad at it. If you want to go B and say prove us, you can be A.
I think there's still just there's still a lot of gears that we have to go to get to A for them.
What do you need to see out of them to get to A?
But look at who's in B. Do you really feel like they're
Yeah.
like, again, Rashee is right around the corner. Do you really think it'll, not even age well because like that doesn't matter too much. But does it really feel in the spirit of the Chiefs offense that put them closer to the Patriots and the Rams?
Well, we've said this for the Chiefs for the last year and a half.
And they've continued to have good offenses despite it being ugly because Mahomes is that good. Like
I understand
we
you don't
grade them
like
on a
the-
curve. We
yeah.
grade them on a complete curve.
If it's on a curve, then yes, then Chiefs say.
Yeah.
And when I say on a curve, I just mean like we're hard on them because they can be the best offense in the league. But even when they're at their worst, they're still always a top 10 offense in the league because Mahomes is that good.
Yeah, well, like even though you like obviously you and a whole lot of other people hate the process of it and how they're able to get those rushing yards and how like sluggish their offense has felt, especially at the start of the season. But at the end of the day, like they've proven to go ahead and get it done, just like these other teams in A tier. It comes out differently. You don't like the process, but they do it at the end of the day.
They're also 2-3 though, and they did just lose a game because they didn't score a lot of points. So like, I can understand if we're gonna do B, this is the one time to do it. I think they'll get better, but I'll let you be the deciding factor. If we want to do right now, they've been disappointing, so they can be B, or if we're just doing projection that we don't do for anybody else, we can put them A.
Okay.
You decide.
You know what? We can go ahead and put them B for now, but we expect them to go ahead and get better.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
We'll
fair to
refrain
say.
from glazing because we know
Yeah.
in a couple weeks everyone's gonna be glazing. I think.
Yeah.
Miami Dolphins, after losing Tyreek Hill, still have Mike McDaniels, still have Jalen Waddle, Darren Waller, who's been goddamn revitalized coming back, killing it in his first game back. A-Chain, still very
Dude,
good.
I was so surprised. I was like, whoa, this dude's a Miami Dolphin since when?
He looks so good too.
Bro, I thought he was like another CTE man. Like, how? What?
Yeah, he came back. He's basically just playing slot receiver for them. And who would know? I thought a giant slot receiver that can be athletic, get open middle of the field, makes their offense a little bit better. It's been helpful right away. C, maybe? They are still going to put up points. The defense is the biggest issue. They're not going to be a great offense without Tyreek or without a good offensive line, but they do still have like the floor of Mike McDaniels. It's probably just a boring C.
I had them in D.
Yeah, because you hate them. But
Okay.
like,
C's fine, I guess.
they're going to put up points because it's Mike. Like, it'll be boring, unimportant points because they can't defend anything, but
Yeah.
they're probably just going to be a nice middle of the pack offense all year.
No, but I'm C. Why not?
All right, fine. I don't care about them that
Yeah, it'll be
much.
unexciting. They won't get higher than this,
Mhm.
like at all, unless they make some kind of crazy trade. Which if they make a trade, it's probably going to go the other way to get worse. So yeah, I think they'll be stuck here all year.
Fine.
Panthers, another
Uh,
game where Bryce Young starts the game goddamn disastrous. 2 terrible turnovers where he's once again under pressure and physically overwhelmed by bigger defenders and panics and makes a bad move. And then again has 3 quarters in which he locks the fuck in and plays good. The Bryce Young experience all year. Really good for 80% of the game. That 20% where shit goes south is horrible. This time it netted out in a win.
I'm F.
Nah,
They cannot-
can't
they
be
are
F.
not an F offense. You're out of your mind.
F.
Stop it.
You are so emotional
F.
today. F? F?
First of all,
F?
first of all, I said that very calmly, and I was getting ready to explain myself, and I don't think that was emotional at all. In that.
No, I'm joking. I'm talking about with how much you hate these teams. They get
No. He doesn't hate them. I think he's more so disappointed
That's
where
what
his
I mean.
expectations
No, but
were.
it's
That's what I
it's-
mean.
It's not even that. We're describing their offense,
Mm.
and we have 20% of their offense being turnovers, being back-breaking turnovers. Like if you are operating already at a 20% deficit,
Yeah.
compared to the rest of the league,
Yeah.
I think that that's an issue. I think that when your offense is trailing basically the entire game because your quarterback cannot go 15 minutes without turning the ball over, I think that's a problem, right? I think that's a very big issue.
It is a problem, but F, come on.
I think I
Like,
think
look at
it's
who's an F.
They're
I
a very
think
good
it's a-
rushing offense.
I
They've been
think
great.
it's an issue.
It is an issue, but they are a very good rushing offense and a great coordinator.
I just think
is crazy.
That's a non-starter for me. If you are turning the ball over at like, and not even just like bad turn. It's not like arm punts on third down type of
That
turnovers.
was bad.
You're throwing pick sixes and fumbling and scooping
Yeah.
scores. Like it's the worst type of turnovers possible.
I said it calmly. No, but you have an emotional attachment to the Panthers, given your expectations preseason.
No,
and now it's gone the other way.
I
Yeah.
don't think that they're good.
That's hilarious, man.
I guess
don't- I think you only belong in F if you just continuously make back-breaking plays, which they do. You are correct, but I think Bryce Young he's just. It's so weird to say, but he's not bad enough of a quarterback to like remain in F. He makes so many smart, witty plays at times, and I think with all the accurate throws that he's made so far this year in certain windows, he belongs at least bare minimum like D. This might be a D offense, honestly.
I wouldn't say it's bare minimum D. I think it's D no matter what. I think they can't be higher than D. And I
Yeah.
think they have enough flashes off of a win. They can't be F. I think they are squarely D. I think maybe if they had lost this game and like, I don't know. I guess I don't want to. Maybe I'm being too tied to the fact they beat a shitty team. So maybe I'm giving them too much
they're
credit.
a shitty team too. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. And maybe they still do deserve to be F. But I don't know. I just think they've shown enough good that D is fine just because I want to reserve F for like, we feel like you're hopeless.
Mhm.
Do you feel like they're hopeless?
What is your definition of hopeless right
No
now?
matter
Okay,
what.
so
Like
is
in,
there-
in terms
you
of
have-
like in terms of winning games or in terms of just like offensive production.
Production is not from the conversation.
Yeah.
Would it shock you if they get to the 18th best offense for the rest of the season starting now?
I think that would be shocking.
Is that in the cards for them to be 18th to 20th or whatever D means to you? I guess 18th to 23rd or whatever it would be to get a D tier.
18th would obviously be the high end.
Yeah.
I also just think it's unsustainable. Like you know how when people are winning like mad one score games,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Like the
man,
Bucks.
like you can't do this every week. You
Yeah.
can't do this. They're basically in one score games all the time, and it's like, how sustainable is it that you're gonna throw these two picks and then turn into Tom Brady for 80% of the game? I don't really know. So that's why like 18th is a bit high for where I think that they can be.
Yeah, that's still I have a number to pull out. But like 23rd, like that would still be D tier if we're having like 6 teams in F tier. Like, because right now in a lot of ways they do grade out as a bottom 5 offense. So I see why you're saying that. I called it emotional as a joke because you were so
okay.
high to so anti.
Okay, so I have 8 teams in the F tier right now.
that feels like a lot, doesn't it?
It's just a lot of bad.
There's a lot-
offense.
Damn, bruh.
There's a lot of bad
Damn.
offense being played right now.
Okay, I could see your point of them being the best team in F, but I don't know. I guess I just want to give them credit for winning this game and like locking in after the fuck ups, and like it does mean something to me that while you have the bad plays, that maybe that'll always be part of Bryce's game. It does mean something to me that when you play a game that has 80 snaps or whatever, outside of the 4 really bad ones that fuck you, you have like 70 good snaps. Like I want to give them some credit over like some of the teams below have been like just down and down worse.
Dude, he's the definition,
You,
Bryce
you,
Young, of
you know
an
what we
enigma.
call that? Like
An enigma. That's
That's
what it
Jameis
is.
Winston. You know, like
Yes.
like that's peak. That's prime Jameis Winston.
And I guess I'm also caught up on the fact they have a good running game. That Chuba Hubbard's had a good year, and Rico Dowdle just went sicko mode. Granted, they're playing the Dolphins, but I maybe the running game's what's in my head is saying I want to put them just above like the Browns and the Bengals and shit.
I
I think I'll put him in D.
fine. We can put them in D.
They
But
could be F
like,
though. It's not crazy. I was mostly joking when I called you emotional for it.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
But like I'm looking at these at all the games that they played this year. And like week 1 was an absolute disaster against the
Yeah.
Jags. Week 2, the Cardinals we're seeing are 100% unserious. The Falcons, Michael Penix has the worst game of his career, and like they scored 30, really 24 because they had a pick 6. And then last week they scored 13, and then the Dolphins they scored 27. Like it's
up and down.
Yeah, it's up and down. The times that you've played 2 actual like decent teams, you scored 10 and 13 points.
Okay, you're convincing me. I get it. The down,
Come on,
just because
man.
the down is really down. The down is like, oh, Bryce Young is gonna have very few starts left in his career, and like
Yeah.
when it's bad, it's like cataclysmic. So I see your point. Every team has some highs. Every team can look good against bad teams. The Texans just did it. So
They go like it's not even to the floor. They go to like the center of the earth with their lows.
maybe you convince me. Maybe they should be.
No.
They're
no.
not good.
Bro.
They're not a good
They
team. And like I do, it really is just the lows are just so low that I can't. It's hard for me to overlook it.
And that's where the emotional part comes in. It's like we're so tied to this.
Come
This
on
looks
now.
crazy, but like I don't know. I think we'll leave
on
it for now. We'll be a little bit gracious coming off a win. I think we can do that. Just why not? But yeah, they can quickly get back to F. You're right. For sure.
In the first 5 minutes of
I
next
know.
week's game.
You know, you're right. First 5 minutes, I'll say you're right, and then it will come to the end of the game, and they'll have 27 points, and it'll be a close game, and I'll be like, well, what the fuck now?
Yeah.
They play at home against the Cowboys this next week.
Shoot out. What the hell? Where did this ad come from?
What the hell?
Get out of here.
Trash ass energy.
If they score less than 20 points,
Mhm.
I'm calling them out for the rest of the year.
Okay,
Come
fine.
on
They have
now.
1 week to prove
Off
it.
that one
Yeah.
game?
Yeah.
Come on.
if,
now.
they if they can't hang 3 TDs on the Cowboys defense, you're right. We'll put them in F and we'll never move them again.
Yeah.
We'll revisit this conversation next week. Vikings with Carson Wentz, JJ McCarthy.
Going
Oof.
D tier.
Oh my God, why is this Aki popping back up?
Jeez.
What the heck? Go away.
Okay. Vikings.
Yes.
D or C?
I think it's so hard to like judge them right now.
The quarterback play is just so like, damn.
It's like
To beat the Browns. Good defense.
nice.
I don't know.
Schedule win.
Okay,
I
you
guess
know
you put 'em
C, just because they won that game because Justin Jefferson is him and just took over.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson will always be him and can take over.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like I put him in D, but that's really indexing towards like Jeff Carson Wentz starting in 2025,
Yeah,
and then
you're
like
right.
and then whenever JJ McCarthy comes back, we saw 75% of his football be bad.
Mhm.
So like I had him in D, but if we wanted to go C just because their overall infrastructure of having the best receiver in the league and one of the best offensive minds in the league in KOC,
And Addison's
Okay.
been good since he came back.
yeah,
Jordan Mason's
we
been a
can-
revelation.
we can get to C.
The line made improvements. Still not perfect at all. The line still has had some horrible moments when they're not healthy. We'll see if they can get healthy. And obviously, they have very good infrastructure there. There's a better chance that they have a good offense in the second half of the season, I think, than obviously the Panthers or the Cardinals. Maybe the Falcons could also get to see. But
Yeah.
Okay. New York Giants. Hey, let's run through some stinkers.
F.
F, absolutely.
fuck?
With no Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Shout out Jackson Dart. Shout out the sneaky running RPO offense that beat the Chargers whenever the defense completely clamped down in that game. Didn't work in the second game. Nor will it work against good teams that can keep up.
Yeah, put the Jets in F2.
Yeah, F. New York, everyone goes to F. This has been a goddamn disaster. Utterly atrocious. This is one of the better offensive lines in the league after they drafted Membu. They still have the highest pressure rate of any quarterback
That doesn't
or
make
any
any
offense.
sense.
Because Justin Fields holds the ball for fucking ever. That's why it makes total sense.
Jeez.
The offense is terrible. That one stat that Justin Fields has never won when the defense gives up more than 21 points is not a coincidence. They cannot put up points in bunches at all. They have one good receiver. They got to feed him. The rushing game is good, but they just lost one of the running backs for potentially the rest of the regular season if it's on the high end of that injury. I don't have any hope for them. After week one, where I had so much hope for them, it's all gone.
It's so funny when like a stat makes its way around and now everybody's just like so hyper conscious of it. And
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you can't score you can't win games where your team gives up 21 points. That's crazy. And that's just gonna be the standard.
It just
That-
clicks, and you're like, wow, that makes so much
Yeah.
sense.
We're just gonna judge Justin Fields by that standard moving forward.
Damn.
Can you score 22? That's the standard. No. Last team in F, I think, Titans.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out to
One of the
Cam.
worst teams in the NFL. So
Yeah. Shout out to Campbell.
gotta win
Yeah.
at the expense of the goddamn bullshit Cardinals. Yeah, they're just terrible all around. Their offensive line is atrocious. The weapons aren't good. The coaches aren't good. Cam Ward is being forged by fire. Hopefully, he's better for it next year.
Yeah.
But we saw flashes. They got connected with Calvin Ridley finally for the first time.
Mhm.
If that can build, maybe they can be respectable and get to D one day by the end of the year. I doubt it. What do you want to do with the Eagles? We've been saving this part of the conversation after having an interesting game relative to the rest of their games this season. I think they got the passing game going in the first half, but it wasn't in a way that was like, oh, the offense is flowing. They like forced the ball to the receivers in very like clear, conscious ways and got them going. And then the running game completely fell apart. The receiving game fell apart in the second half too. It was so I'm mincing words. That was the most bullshit game they played all year offensively, and that's saying something because they've done some bullshit before.
That's crazy.
I'm tired, man. I'm so mentally exhausted. Oh my goodness. Put these guys in D right now.
Damn.
I like
This is come on, you can't do D.
It's probably got to be C, which is
Yeah.
like still depressing. But it could be D. D is not ridiculous.
The
Nah,
D-
man. I see who's in D. I'm just, you guys are not in that type of
if
territory.
you no,
Right now,
okay,
they low-key
in terms of
They low-key are.
in terms of production, it's been like that. And last Sunday's game against the Broncos pissed me off. Obviously because we lost. That game should have been 30-3. And because not only did like they come out with the mental of we're gonna shut everybody up and we're gonna pass the ball. One, they were absolutely idiotic because absolutely idiotic because they're like nobody ever said just pass the ball. We said pass the ball
Yeah.
and also run the ball as well, and they only pass the ball. So that's one. Two, if there's ever a team that can lead to success, and this is why I do think early on, like you saw the explosives, the Broncos are gonna line up. And they're going to play man coverage, and they're going to play single high coverage, and they're going to say, beat us like that, right? Because we have Surtain, and if Riley Moss, hold up. That's how they play. And that style of defense works very advantageously to the Eagles because you have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith. And the fact that you could not keep that going consistently throughout the game is extremely frustrating. The fact that you could not score more than 17 points is absolutely ridiculous. So I think that you had your half against
Whose fault is that, you think?
It's everybody's fault. Like it's everybody's fault. Like so you had the half against, like, I'm throwing out the Cowboys game. I actually think the Cowboys game was fine. But the half against the Rams was good. They played well, decently in the first half against the Bucks. Everything else has been like, yo, what the hell's going on here? It's not supposed to be like this. And so I don't really care whose fault it is. At this point, like I really do feel like a parent where it's it's two kids. It's like, I don't care who started it. Right?
Yeah.
The room has to get cleaned. Right? They apparently Hurts, Saquon, and AJ Brown, they had a meeting yesterday and it went well and stuff like that. Like,
Great. I'm so glad they conversed.
And so if that's what it took, fine. I don't give a damn. You fix this right now. Because I'll be damned if we have to go through a whole nother year of this looking like 2023, where this team can like clearly win the Super Bowl with the amount of talent, and it doesn't get on track because you don't know how to run the ball anymore. And we've been talking about it since the start of the year. The running game is not explosive. The running game is not consistent. The offensive line is banged up. The passing game is a problem. They out-talent people, and the defense has been carrying to wins, and I hope that they keep doing that because obviously I want to win. But on an execution and process-wise, the offense is trash right now.
It just looks stupid as fuck, too. Like, when you watch, if you're paying even a little bit of attention, you're like, are they fucking dumb? Like, it looks like a high school offense. Hurts is holding the ball forever while nothing develops downfield. The run blocking has been terrible. The pass protection has been pretty good at times. You know, there's been plenty of opportunities, raise a clean pocket, and he holds the ball for a million years just looking around and nothing gets open because everybody's standing there. There's been a lot of clips I've seen in routes where A.J. Brown like gives up on the play halfway. Like, there's been some weird coaching things there too that they're like, not everybody's in sync, not everybody's bought in. I guess it has been D so far. It feels weird because they have all these wins, but you know, defense is why they have those wins.
Yeah.
So I guess we can go D. I feel like it'll get, we've been saying all year, at some point it'll get corrected because we know what they can do. How many weeks can we say that? Like,
I mean, we're probably gonna have to wait until like week 10 realistically to it gets fixed. But there was a play, and I remember like Romo he tried to break it down where he was like Hurts he held on to the ball, he rolled out, and he was saying to find Devontae Smith in the back of the end zone on a rollout. And I was watching, and I was like, Jahan Dotson's right there. There's so many plays in every single game where, and maybe this is like just a Jahan Dotson issue because he's kind of always the one in that space. But there's so many times where, or at least always one instance, where two receivers are in the same spot running the same route 5 yards away from each other. It doesn't feel like anybody really knows what to do. Mm-hmm. And the sequencing is not good. They haven't been able to find the plays that actually work. This week, we kind of found that with the RPO game, and like that was good, but like,
oh great, the RPO game, lovely. Whatever elite offense is built off the back of.
I mean, listen,
the silver linings are so annoying with this team right now.
Yeah,
like,
and like,
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's like that's all we can grasp onto is Jalen Hurts and throw RPOs now. Great.
That hasn't worked. The first 2 weeks, Jalen Hurts was scrambling and it was working. He also hasn't really been involved in the running game like that in terms of like design quarterback runs. Mm-hmm. So the things that you would think would make this Eagles team a strength, they haven't done it yet. Yeah. And so offensively, this offense is not good. So I'll put him in D right now.
It's so hard because like with a lot of these teams, like it's such a interesting conversation with like who we give credit to and like who we assume will fix things based off priors of like what we know these teams can be. But also this team is a new OC, has some new alignment. Like we've seen years where in this era with this head coach, they have down years. So I guess pretty soon we have to accept the possibility that maybe it's one of those years for the offense. Actually, no, it is one of those years for the offense. What that means and then to net out with, we will see. But I think it's clearly one of those years for the offense.
It's feeling like that. It's feeling like 23 again, which sucks. But
it happens.
But honestly, I say that it honestly feels worse than 23 because at least in 23, like Jalen had his best passing year at the start of 23, and then it fell apart. But like we're not even getting that aspect of it. So yeah, it's D for them.
The running game being so bad is so perplexing. I mean, it's not. We know why. Like,
Mhm.
but actually,
Line,
we
yeah.
kind of know why. The line isn't like so bad. It should be this bad, but it's just weird. And their lack of volume this week, making Jalen Hurts a high volume passer, which he's never done at a successful level. Like he's been a good passer. High volume like this is absurd to ask from a quarterback of his nature. Like
That's not even the issue. Like that's
it's all the issue. It's all the
yeah,
issue.
yeah. but that's not the. It's more so like, yes, okay, fine. You argue about Hurts as a volume passer, whatever. You're up 17-3. Why are we like you can
Bulls.
right?
Yeah.
You can run the ball, and for a team that also doesn't run a lot of plays, they take so long to get to the line of scrimmage to milk the clock, regardless of what it is. You would think that when you're up 17-3, running the ball and getting your 2 yards that you're trying to get, okay, we can milk the clock. That game could have been over in 2.5 hours instead of 3 if they
Yeah.
actually ran the ball. So
Yeah.
it's interesting.
And I haven't looked at the numbers. I'm sure the Broncos gave like lots of stacked boxes to try to like bait them into it. You let yourself get baited. That's what I'm hearing. Last year you ran against stacked boxes all year. It was your calling card. Maybe you feel like the horses up front aren't good enough to do that this year. I don't think the alternative is throw a lot. It's not going to work. You better try to figure it out and get the rushing game going by force if needed.
Just run Jalen.
Seahawks.
So weird.
One of the more balanced offenses this year. The Clint Kubiak is also proven to be one of the best offensive minds in the NFL.
Mhm.
And Sam Darnold is proving that he is a top 15 quarterback, at least.
Himothy.
He's great. Kenneth Walker, great. JSN, clear, without a doubt, top 10 wide receiver.
AJ Barner, nice guy.
Him and Elijah Arroyo is a solid tight end room.
Yeah.
Torrey Horton, interesting wide receiver too. Cooper Kupp over there doing Cooper Kupp things in the middle. Offensive line, it has been better at times. Still not a strength. Still can't really run up the middle consistently, but it hasn't affected the passing game too much. They're protecting him a lot better than they got to protect Geno. Is this A or is it B?
I don't know if they're A.
I had him in B
Mhm.
because I think that their run game can still be a little bit better.
But man, they just got in a shootout with the Bucks, and it was electric. Like that offense was clicking, and the passing game is. I don't know. JSN and Darnold move me so much, and Clint Kubiak moves me so much. I can see the argument for A. If we want to leave A like a little more exclusive, those are teams that like. Actually, no, I can't. It's not even the case. I was gonna say a little more talented, but they're really not that much more talented from Green Bay to.
You know what? Go ahead. Put him in A.
That's so
I
unforeseen,
think
man. Wow.
like JSN's emergence, that moves me
Yeah.
to put them in A. That you actually have a star that you can go to for Darnold, and so now that you have the fact that you have scheme, you have a competent quarterback, and you have this ascending wide receiver that is legitimately game breaking, I'm okay putting them in A.
Yeah, they're 10th in overall offense. They are where are they in passing? I'm scrolling. What the hell? Where are they at? Did I miss them? They're 4th in passing offense.
Okay.
And as a rushing team, that's why obviously we're going to be lower because the run blocking is still inconsistent despite the talent in the backfield. They're bottom 5 there. But the passing game has been so insane. Sam Darnold is so accurate, so poised under pressure, keeping the chains moving. It's unfortunate that the game ended last week off of a tipped interception, which I feel like has been happening nonstop. There's been so many tip picks this year. Maybe I'm just noticing more, but I feel like that's been such a trend across the league. A lot of them, maybe the coaches are coaching defensive linemen up to tip the ball more often than before. That one was off a head, so it wasn't even like a reach or anything.
Yeah.
But outside of that, pretty perfect game against the Bucks. It was pretty explosive up and down the field. I feel like through 5 weeks they've earned it.
Should we feel? It feels weird putting them above Kansas City though.
Through 5 games is not. I mean, again, if you tell me Kansas City gets back there when they get everybody and get their horses right,
Yeah.
sure. But so far, they've been a better offense in pretty every measurable way.
So right now in Madden, Sam Darnold's deep ball accuracy is
that's-
higher than Mahomes.
I'd hope so.
That is true.
There's some
man.
bad misses from Mahomes.
Yeah.
There's some bad ones. Ooh, Seattle is
Okay.
31st in rushing EPA.
Yikes.
Granted, one of those games they played the Bucks, who are one of the best run defenses in the NFL. So part of that is they just came off of a hellacious matchup there. But yeah, man, their passing game is legit.
Okay.
Maybe we're glazing a little bit, but so be it. They were overlooked in the offseason. Everybody wanted to put them fourth. We did too. We were wary of it, said we don't think it's going to end up happening this way, but on paper, fourth. We can glaze them now.
Okay.
Get the get back.
You have to balance out because we do a lot of hating. You have to have the balance. You have to hate, you have to glaze.
So you're either hating hella hard or you're glazing a lot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No middle.
Buffalo Bills. Next team in S.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rushing offense is just so crazy. The fact that Josh Allen, as a passer and playmaker with the ball in his hands as a thrower, is not the basis of why they're so good right now is kind of crazy.
I like throughout the like preseason evaluation of every team, not once have I ever heard you guys talk about how amazing of a back or how amazing like their run blocking is at all. And to see that being like one of the talking points as to why they're such a hard team to stop is just so, it's one of the more unforeseen things for me personally.
Yeah, James Cook has made not even quite, because everyone knows now, but like a subtle improvement to be a star running back. His vision and his patience behind this line is insane. He looks crazy. Like, and he looks nuts because he's so like small and like slight for a back that like is killing it. Like, because most star running backs aren't built like that. So you watch him and it's like, if you didn't know who James Cook was, you think that's some like third down, change of pace guy. Like he was billed to be as a draft prospect. And you see, oh, he has 100 rushing yards up the middle. What the hell?
Yeah.
And it works because their offensive line is amazing.
And that's the key. When you have an
Yeah.
offensive line like that, anything is possible.
True.
And then you put one of the 2 to 3 best quarterbacks in the league, anything is possible.
Put Paul Bunyan back there making shit happen.
Yeah, so I think like their floor, and as long as they have Josh Allen, you're gonna have a top 10 offense. As long as you have Josh Allen in that offensive line, you're gonna have a top 3 offense in the league. Like their floor is as high as can be in the league. So yeah, they're a steer.
Okay. Bucks.
Let's go H here. I think for them, yo man,
Yeah, put both teams in that shootout in there.
Dude, they're
Yo.
fucking crazy.
oh my goodness,
Baker is playing so good.
he is.
I
hooping.
I see, again, going back to preseason narratives, I see how everyone back then over the last few years went ahead and like forced Baker Mayfield into like these top 6, 7 quarterback type conversations. And initially I'm like, okay, like I'm hearing you guys talk about how risky of a quarterback he is and how at times sporadic he can be with these decision-making skills. And I don't know, maybe I'm getting fooled, swindled by the aura that he like portrays.
No, he's just
on the
playing
field,
better.
dude.
He's playing at the
Goddamn,
best he's ever
like,
played
he
right now.
is-
He's
he is
removed the
ridiculous.
negative plays from his game right now. Like he is
Mhm.
playing perfect Baker Mayfield football.
Jeez, man, yeah. I look at him, I'm just like, bro. I don't know where he nets out on like quarterback rankings, but every time I see him, I'm just like, this guy's top 5. This guy's top 5. This guy's top 5.
He's playing at a top 10 level easily right now.
Yeah.
And he's always floated around that range. The people that really love him will say he's already been top 10. The people that are a little more cautious about the variance in his game, like me in recent years, were like, I'll put him at like 12 or something like that. Like he's like just outside that to me. He has clearly been top 10 this year. Through 5 weeks at least. He is insane. The late game decision making has been crazy.
Yeah.
His IQ as a rusher, knowing when to take off, has been crazy. That's like the whole thing with Mahomes. He's not the fastest guy, but like his feel as a scrambler, when to exploit defenses, when he's facing a soft coverage with the middle, knowing exactly when to take off.
Mm-hmm.
Baker has that same gene, and he's using it right now better than he ever has. Him and Ibuka came into the league immediately with a perfect connection down the field for gigantic chunk plays. He's just amazing.
Yeah, I think the fact that you can, the fact that you can not have Mike Evans, not have Bucky Irving,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
immediately draft Ibuka, and he's gonna come in and just be, yeah, I'm just the best receiver on the team. Like I'm just gonna be that. And you can go on the road into Seattle and score 38 points and just bombs away every single time, just dicing people up. And also, we're just gonna be the most clutch team in the league as well.
Yep.
We're gonna win shootout after shootout. I mean,
In a way, it's like
you know,
sustainable.
until you play us. But like,
Jeez.
but like I said it earlier, him and Dak right now, like him, Dak, and probably Josh Allen are probably top 3 right now in MVP. Just like,
Yo, if Baker wins an MVP,
whatever.
oh my God, what a come up. Like from
That's crazy.
this, the trajectory of his career
Mhm.
to go from draft bust to bouncing around teams to, oh, he's a good starter
How
now.
many teams has he been on?
It would make sense. So he was drafted by Cleveland.
Yeah.
He went to
Carolina.
Carolina.
Stop at the Rams for half a year.
That's
or
fucking
for like
crazy.
4 weeks.
I
Really.
saw that picture. I was like, bro, is that him for real?
Yeah, he's only there for like the end of the season when they needed him for injury replacement.
Yeah.
And then went to the Bucks with 4 teams.
Damn.
And then go to being like a good quarterback to, oh, this is a very good quarterback to now he's playing at an MVP level.
Yeah.
Crazy trajectory for him.
Okay.
It really aligns with like just his general process, because he did the same thing in college, because he was a walk-on in college. And then to go from walk-on to Heisman Trophy winner, and then if you go throughout the NFL of being as low as you were to then MVP.
That's crazy.
Just keep getting better. Like, I just keep shutting everybody up. I can't say anything anymore. And like, I didn't like hate Baker, but if we're comparing to other quarterbacks that are in top 10 level, there's other guys I'd like, oh, I'd rather have Jared Goff. I'd rather have so-and-so for like consistency reasons on the
Not
surface level.
anymore.
Not
Not
this
anymore.
year.
I want Baker.
Yeah, it's only 5 weeks, but through this year, I'm taking Baker right now. Baker's playing insane.
Sweatboard's catching a vibe, man.
Catching a
he's,
vibe.
he's lit.
Baltimore Ravens. No Lamar right now.
All right, so like, how are we gonna grade him? We gonna grade him like with Lamar, without Lamar?
Okay, Lamar's coming back in like a week and a half, probably. Like he'll miss this next week, and I think the next week after that, I'll probably miss a couple days of practice and come back.
Okay.
So I'm assuming on the high end, he'll like be back by 2 weeks from now.
If you have Lamar, I don't think you could be any less than A tier then.
A tier?
Yeah.
Oh, they can be less than A tier. They've been.
I don't know. I think. Wait, time out. Okay, never mind. We put the Chiefs in B tier. Put them in B then.
Yeah, they're so disastrous right now. If you know how we said like we're gonna give so and so credit because if there's ever a time to glaze is now the Seahawks. If there's ever a time to do anti-glaze, it's now because of how much glaze we're giving them in the past.
It's time to hate.
If there's time to hate, it's now. We've given them plenty of flowers over time. I made them my Super Bowl favorites. I've talked about Lamar as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time. That's somebody who's going to go down as top 10 of all time at the position to me. I've given them plenty of flowers. The Ravens fans have had nothing but a great time listening to us talk about them.
Mhm.
There's no reason to say anything nice right now.
However, they basically had one bad game when everybody was healthy against the Chiefs. Outside of that, 40, 41, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, there's still a world, and if we're going to look at them and say that Lamar's coming back, and we did that for the Chiefs in terms of Rashee Rice, if we're going to do that for them, I do think that there is a floor for the Ravens offense that is obviously extremely high.
I wonder. So obviously they'd be like S tier if all things were great and it was like last year. They were the best offense in the league. The rushing offense is a problem. Besides week 1, even when Lamar was there, Derrick Henry has.
Are we ready to say it?
It's not looking great. I mean, the run blocking isn't particularly good. It's not all his fault or
I'll pull up
anything.
the song. Did I pull up the song?
Yes.
I'll pull it up.
You light my fire. You light my fire.
It's looking like a 31-year running back that can't carry everything on his own and needs a
Yeah.
good situation. Like, it's not surprising, you know? Like,
Yeah.
after week 1, it was, he'll never age. And then
Yeah.
week 2 through 4, we're like, shit.
Yeah.
It's a 31-year-old. Goddamn.
I mean, everything changed. In the first half
Yeah.
of that game, we're like,
Exactly.
these guys are winning the Super Bowl. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
So like he can still be good, obviously. If there's a good situation, you can give him these running lanes and not have him get hit behind the line of scrimmage every play. But I think we're at the point where he needs a competent situation for him to be able to go crazy. He's not gonna like make everybody miss behind the line of scrimmage and make something out of nothing anymore. That's a problem because I don't know if their offensive line is gonna get to the point where it's gonna be as good as it's been in years past. There is some leaks there,
Mhm.
so that would. I'm not really expecting a return to S tier form.
Yeah,
I can see a return
probably
to A
not.
tier form. You're right. That's like they're probably going to be A tier by the end of the year.
Yeah. Right now, though, 6th highest stuff run percentage.
Jesus.
I don't know if that's going to change. It's been a problem from week 1. It was a boomer bust, and the booms were insane in week 1. Those long rushes he had, but it's been a boomer bust rushing attack all year. Derrick Henry is a boomer bust rusher at this point, just because of the lack of agility behind the line of scrimmage. If you get him hit there, he's probably going to be able to be taken down. But if he gets an open field, you're never taking him down. So that's probably going to be the nature of the rest of his career, I think, to some extent.
All right, so what are we going to do?
We can go B, right? I don't care.
Let's go B.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we think they'll go back to A, but
Yeah.
we'll go B for now just to not glaze any more than we already have.
Okay.
Chicago Bears. Fresh off a bye week, so we have nothing in our heads right now.
C?
C sounds fair.
You've had two, and really like one great game. The Raiders game was like, okay, like it was.
That wasn't a good offensive game.
Yeah,
overall.
it was like, it was better.
bad.
It was better than what the first 2 games were
Yeah.
like. So it's like you have two games where you could look at and say, okay, these are genuine like building blocks to being a good offense, and then 2 games where your team falls apart and the
Mhm.
offense is not great. So I would say C, but if we are gonna be really harsh against the Raiders game, then I would say D.
I don't know what to do with
D
this.
Doesn't feel necessarily too fair, honestly.
Because like the one like great game was against the Slump Buster. So
Slump buster. That sounds insane.
Yeah.
I think the rushing offense will never be good. With the offensive line they have now, who's made improvements as a passing offense, Joe Tooney, Dahlman, everybody they brought in, Jonah Jackson, they protected Caleb pretty well. They have not ran block insanely well, but they ran block good. The problem is DeAndre Swift is blind. And the combination of good, not amazing offensive line and no vision running back and backups that haven't necessarily taken the reins, I don't think they'll ever have a good rushing attack. They're going to have one of the worst yards over expected throughout the year because they leave a lot on the table. That's going to be a problem. The passing attack is trending up. Rome is a true 1A. If they get clicking, DJ Moore could obviously be one of the better second options in the league. They still have Colson Love and Duan Lock. There's still plenty of untapped potential that's already started trending upward. So it's not like blind untapped potential, you know? We've seen steps, and there's reason to believe the steps are going to continue. Caleb's played pretty good, I think, after those first couple games. I don't think D is my first thought on paper, but I'm also biased as fuck towards Caleb, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think honestly C feels like low end of C feels probably where they're at. I think they have too much. They've shown too many flashes to be alongside teams like the Falcons and the Panthers.
The Falcons fucks me up.
Really?
Because the Falcons are also like have some flashes.
Yeah.
So like they're the best team in D. So that's what keeps throwing me off. I think C right now they're 15th in EPA per drop back. They're middle of the pack passing offense, which
I
makes
agree with
sense.
C.
And a dog shit rushing attack. I think they'll continue to get better and get closer to like number 10 in passing while being bad on defense. I mean, bad as a rushing team. That sounds like C to me. They'll probably put up points. Obviously, defense is an issue. The rushing game is an issue. That'll be important for like winning big games. But for like play-by-play offensive efficiency, I think they'll probably be middle of the pack.
I'm okay with C.
And like it's a low end to C, so it's really not even middle of the pack. That's
Mhm.
like 33rd percentile, whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Saints, fresh off a victory.
Spencer Rattler's a
He's pretty
good
He's pretty
quarterback.
good.
Like so far, who would have thought?
Yeah,
Is he better than Michael Penix and Bryce Young?
he's certainly been better than Michael Penix this year.
Yeah, and Bryce Young too. Like
Yeah,
like the amount of mistakes that he's been making has been so like it's not. He doesn't make back-breaking plays. I watched a couple of like highlights on Twitter of his all 22 footage across random accounts on Saints fans' Twitters or whatever, and he looks really good.
Yeah, they're still not a good team though.
They're not a good team. They're not supposed to be a good team.
And they're still not a good offense. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Like there's so much flashes. They're the most fun, spunky, undefeated, winless team before this week.
Yeah.
Like the most fun offense on a bad team, but they're not like measurably a good offense overall. But they got some shit to them. Like they have some skilled players. Rattler's good. They have a good offensive line now with a young elite tackle duo and one of the better centers in the NFL. A solid quarterback, decent wide receiver room, 17th best rushing offense in the NFL right now.
I agree. Put them in F.
Nah.
Top end F.
Nah. I had them in D.
Yeah, I can.
They're spunky.
Again, we're grading on a curve. We're giving them spunk for like
Come
the
on.
scale of worst team in the league.
Yeah, come on. Let's put them in top end F.
All right.
Yeah,
Don't put
I
them-
know what. It's a Texans are top of F,
Yeah.
So
they
do the
have to-
Saints.
They have to be an F.
but like
It's a good F though.
Hey,
This is like the
listen,
best
man.
vibe.
they
for
are a
F.
fun F.
Listen, the Texans' offense is trash. It's so bad.
It is. But
Like,
they have Stroud and Nico Collins. Like they still have
And you
strength.
still suck.
I know.
That's a problem.
Well,
That's
yeah.
a problem.
F tier is so crowded, but it's one of those years.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now at red zone scoring opportunities, right? How many times can you get to the red zone per game? The Saints are 13th in the league at 3.4.
Getting
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
What happens when
They-
you get there?
They have I don't care about that right
Yeah,
now, right?
Okay.
Red zone scoring that decides wins and losses, right?
Mm.
But in terms of the argument for them to be in D would be like they're middle of the pack in terms of like moving the ball, being able to get to the red zone.
We
The
can put them D. I don't even care. They're a fun team. I don't care.
the
Dude,
the
that's so unfair
Texans
for putting them in D.
are second worst at 2.2, and they are
Damn.
tied with guess who? The Tennessee Titans.
Damn.
Wait, my bad. The Cincinnati Bengals. The Titans are the
Oh,
worst.
shit. Checks out.
Do you want to go D?
Yeah, let's go D.
All right, whatever. I don't care.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
gosh.
They're
You guys
fun.
are so inconsistent. At least you guys I'm happy you guys realize the inconsistency. That's
No,
all.
it's just spunk.
I don't look for consistency in these. I don't care.
Moxie.
I love it. I love it. They need to understand that.
If you're watching a 32 team tier list looking for a consistent rubric for all the teams, you're out of your mind. There's so many teams to be consistent with.
Yeah, that's funny.
Different contexts. 49ers.
Where do I have them? I had them at B.
Yeah, like we know they can be A. And the fact that they're still this good despite all the injuries is so impressive. But like the injuries are like pretty massive.
Mhm.
But I don't think it matters though.
In
That's
terms of what?
crazy.
In terms of having competent offense.
Mhm.
Like I think that like they can clearly go into any game and
Yeah.
put up 25, 26 points.
They have one of the better backups in the league in terms of scheme fit too. Mac
Mhm.
Jones is like perfect for Kyle Shanahan. He's always wanted him. They're gonna get Brandon Ayuk back at some point in the second half of the year.
Yeah,
Who
with his
knows that's gonna
bionic
be.
leg.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Kittle will be back soon. That'll make a huge difference. Their rushing game has been terrible. Kittle helps that. Their passing game has been good, but the rushing run blocking has been so bad that CMC looks incredibly washed. I don't even know if he is because the run blocking has been so bad. But he's made up for that value with a good passing game and good receiving out of the backfield. Yeah, B's probably fine. Given all things considered, B's probably fine.
They're still top 10 in EPA per pass right now.
Per pass?
Yeah.
That makes sense. What are they overall? They're 14th overall as an offense.
Yeah.
That sounds like a B tier team. Commanders
Uh,
also sounds like a B tier team. They're
Yeah.
getting it. The JCM, Bill, murdered the Chargers. He's getting going. The first game in which he got a majority of the carries, cooked them. He's a good running back now. They got Jaden Daniels healthy. We'll see what happens when Terry McLaurin comes back, but him and Debo are killing it. Looks like a B to me.
Could they rise to A as the season goes on, or
Maybe.
do you think
I don't
it
know.
must
I
be
mean,
capped
yeah,
at
like
B?
if Jaden gets healthy, because like that knee brace did look pretty big.
It
But
didn't look like it was there though when he was playing
he's moving a little bit.
in terms
Yeah.
of like how he performed. Yeah, he was
but so
moving.
but if he can, this is also the second straight year where we're in the middle of the season out, and he's hurt a little bit. But if he can stay healthy, obviously Terry comes back and is like Terry, and we get to see the full version of Terry is this like deep, this vertical guy, and then Debo looks good. Like
was
Debo,
great.
right? Debo is an actual wide receiver, so now you have that aspect of your offense. He doesn't have to just be this like scheme gimmick guy that you're just gonna throw screens to and let him cook after the catch. If you have two actual receivers, Bill is there. I can see them getting to A, but I think that right now they're still obviously fighting through a lot of stuff. So I'll go B.
Last team on our list, the Pittsburgh Steelers.
C.
The most perfect C,
C.
middle tier offense. No explosiveness, but man, can Aaron Rodgers still get shit done? The rushing game was crazy last time we saw them. Yeah, that's a C tier team.
Just the most average NFL team.
Average NFL offense for sure.
Who's their wide receiver 1 and 2? Which
DK
one
Metcalf.
is DK? Is 1?
And Calvin Austin number 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Damn, that feels like a C.
Yeah, and they unlocked DK Metcalf in their last game before the bye. Explosive as hell. They had that one gigantic post they took for an 80-yard touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell destroyed on the ground. Jalen Warren's been good all year.
Mhm.
Aaron Rodgers has been a mixed bag, and there's a lack of mobility there. But overall, he's keeping the chains moving well. Very C tier to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that's our tier list.
Perfect list.
Honestly, this looks pretty good. The top two, I think we got right. B tier, yeah, that makes sense. Everybody's flawed there, either trending up or trending down.
And
C tier also feels fine.
even with being C tier, like it really is just based on your bias and how much like I think the only way that you can really have gripes is if you're projecting super far ahead.
Mhm.
But in terms of like right now, I feel really good about this.
Only the D tier is the hard one because I
Yeah.
feel like some of those teams, the Falcons, I feel like we're judging
can
them at their
pop.
lowest. They
Yeah.
could be better.
Yeah.
Same with the Cardinals. We're really down on them after a week. Both those teams, I think we're being a little harsh on. Eagles will hopefully bounce back, and then Panthers and Saints are more like F.
so there should be no D tier.
Yeah, low-key.
Yeah, D tier is a special territory.
D tier is just like a weird purgatory right now.
Yeah,
But maybe that's fitting. Maybe that's why they're there.
yeah.
It's really just and shout out to the Bucks. It's the NFC South, and that's fine.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But shout out our top offenses in the league. I wonder if the Cowboys can stay there.
I think they can.
They're getting CD back, and
They-
at some point they'll get their offensive
They
line
have
healthy.
to stay there.
True.
That defense is not helping them.
Are they gonna make a wild card spot?
No.
No, probably
possible.
not. Yeah, 'cause I mean, the Seahawks or the Rams are going to get one. Maybe the 49ers get one too.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, and then
Listen.
then Packers probably get one.
They might.
Nah, probably not. It's probably going to be whoever you pick to win the West. Let's call it Seahawks, whatever.
Mhm.
I think Rams.
You have 2 from the West, 2 from the North,
Yes,
and then you'll have Eagles, and you'll have
Commanders
the Bucks.
could try to get one.
So it'll come down between them, the Commanders, and the Vikings.
Okay,
Okay.
interesting year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody from the South is even having a chance.
I'm
That's
not.
dead dream. And with that being said, that is the end of this first part of the episode. The main part, our tier list is complete. It's time for
Time.
TikTok time.
Crying it is. Put your crayons up as we march.
Woo! Welcome to TikTok time. Today we are going to begin with the draft. This is going to be a fun one. we are going to draft NFL running backs with skills from all-time legends.
Okay.
So any running back in NFL history, you can take a skill from. We're going to build running backs with speed, vision, strength, agility, and receiving. So best of the best of all time. Draft order is me, Mo, Donovan.
Damn, I really don't want number 1 in this draft.
Is you first?
Yeah, it is me first.
Okay.
Damn. But okay. So first things up, got speed, vision, strength. You know what? I think so far with my rookie knowledge, give me Derrick Henry for strength.
Okay. Not a terrible pick.
Can't
to
go
start
bad
off.
anywhere really.
Yeah, not a bad pick. I am so glad that this guy fell to me. Give me Barry Sanders agility. I think that's the
Nice.
one thing that there's no close second.
Come on, man. Now, why'd you set him up like that?
There's some everything else. There's like multiple people. I think Barry Sanders is in a league of his own.
Okay.
That's fair. Speed.
That one's hard because there's so many. Like, how do you got to choose guys that are like functionally fast and like like Bursch, all this stuff.
It's fair. But I want the guy that Gus Johnson said has to get away from the cop speed. Give me Chris Johnson.
Get away from
That's
the
what I was gonna do. Okay, Chris Johnson, CJ2K.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would take Chris Johnson's speed, and then see this is very, very tough for receiving though.
No.
See, I can either go modern or old. Either way, it's
Yeah, there's
fine.
two I want. Which one are you gonna pick?
You know what? I'll go modern. I'll take CMC receiving.
Damn.
Okay, then I will take Marshall Falk receiving.
Yeah.
I'll take the goat.
Damn.
Yep, I had to get one of those.
Okay. Fuck. So for agility, give me Saquon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great agility.
Saquon.
And then for vision.
Do you get the hurdles with agility? I think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
that
definitely.
goes-
Okay,
That
so
goes goes right under it.
Listen, you could. I wrote agility under agility instead of Barry, and nobody
That's
told me.
him. That's him.
It
makes
funny
sense.
as hell.
Nobody noticed.
Yeah. And you know what? For vision, give me Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
Yeah. He sees nobody. He's just running through your face.
Sounds like bad vision. Oh, where do I want to go here?
You're just making Derrick Henry.
You know what I want for vision? Give me Arian Foster vision. Give me Mr. One
Listen.
Cut and Go.
The fuck's going on with this sneezing, man? Y'all better tighten the
I
fuck
know.
up.
I know, my bad.
I'll take Arian Foster vision.
Anti-sneezing pod. What the fuck?
Okay. That's perfect.
I know who you were getting. I was like, it's either that or the guy you're about to take, Mr. CT. Or yeah,
Oh.
you're not about to take him. Go ahead. Take whoever you want.
Well, actually, no, he does have CT. So yeah, he
Who?
does. He does have it. I'll take Le'Veon Bell vision.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
I was deciding between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to go Bell, the patience, but I was like, man, Foster, he sees the hole, he hits the hole. I'm going with him.
Okay.
Le'Veon Bell waits for.
Jesus.
He
Yeah,
waits,
he's been around forever.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll take that. Agility. See, there's a couple. I actually don't even have to worry about this anymore because you guys already have.
But the player might could take it for something else.
I don't think that you guys would take him.
Okay.
For strength though. See, there's a couple places that I could go. Everybody that I have on my list for strength, I actually really like. I
Did me
do-
too? I have like 10 players. I'll take the strength.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit who you guys took there.
I really don't care.
Guy like me might take Brandon Jacobs.
Yeah, let's,
Jeez. That's nasty.
There's some strong motherfuckers everywhere.
let's just do the funniest thing possible. I'll take Jerome Bettis strength.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll take the bus.
Okay.
Okay. So you take Bettis. For speed, I will take Jamal Charles.
Yeah, I had him on my list.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I should pick somebody else. Can I revise mine?
Nope.
Nope.
But it'd be funny. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay. So for receiving, go ahead and give me someone who's having a great receiving year. Bijan Robinson.
Okay.
Very solid.
The all modern running back.
So if you didn't play before 2013, I don't know you.
You got to hell.
Hell nah. And then, oh wait.
Yeah, speed left.
Ah shit. Is this damn.
Can I interest you in Cam Scatterbo?
Fuck out of here. Damn, I have so many options to go. Oh, you took Barry Sanders. Okay, for agility. Cool. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
There's
That was-
a modern he's missing. He's just gonna fold. I know it.
For modern speed.
Really? Am I missing it? Shit.
I had a
Speed.
modern name on here. I don't know if we're talking about the same one or not. But you go ahead and pick your speed.
Shit, man. Speed, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm like at a blank. Go ahead and give me fucking Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay, you can
Just
do
get
worse.
speed.
I was thinking
it's
about
not
A-Chain.
bad.
That was my
Yeah,
speed.
A-Chain ran like a 4.31.
Yeah.
Strength, I can go a lot of ways. There's so many legends here. Who do I want? Do I want to go funny or do I don't want to go? I really wanted a reason to pick OJ Simpson, but I don't got to know.
I almost did.
I really wanted a reason to. I can't. Can I let AP go without being taken?
I was thinking about it.
I think
Fuck,
Adrian
I
Peterson-
forgot about him.
Yeah. Adrian Peterson's there. I kind of want to take Brandon Jacobs just because. But strength,
I
I'll just
wanna
go Eric
redo
Dickerson.
this so bad.
He's on my
Give me
list here.
6'3" behemoth.
Yeah.
But there's so many strengths I wanted to give a nod to. For some reason, I really want to pick Brandon Jacobs.
Damn.
I really like all the agility. This feels weird because I don't think LT or Adrian Peterson is gonna get picked.
I'll pick LT for agility.
I could, but there's just some.
That's crazy.
But there's some
AP
other
being
guys that are
rough.
just more fun.
If I didn't pick
agility.
Barry Sanders, I would have picked LT for agility.
Yeah.
he's on the list, but there's a. See, this is very hard. I'm sorry, LT. I love you, but I gotta go with my guy.
Who's your guy?
I gotta go LaShawn McCoy agility.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Any linebacker, crazy work.
That's so
Just
weird.
jukes for days. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should have picked LT for vision, but I'm like, I don't know, man. Arian Foster's different. Okay, so I have speed Jamal Charles, vision Arian Foster, strength Eric Dickerson, agility Barry Sanders, and receiving Marshall Falk.
And for speed, I have Chris Johnson, CJ2K, Le'Veon Bell vision, Jerome Bettis strength, LaShawn McCoy agility, and CMC receiving.
Okay.
Bro, I hate my team. Fuck, man. For speed, I got Jahmyr Gibbs. Vision, Marshawn Lynch. Strength, Derrick Henry. Agility, Saquon. And receiving, Bajan.
Joe Flacco just got traded to the Bengals.
What?
Yeah. Why is he losing his
What? Why are you dying? Oh.
Why is he losing his
Oh.
Because he's trash too.
Oh my God.
Is he gonna start right away, like 4 days after they acquire him?
That's the funny part about all of this. Is that it's not even like Joe Flacco has been at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
You've seen what he's been putting out recently. He's been bad.
Yeah.
What? No, wait. What did they? I wonder what they traded him for.
Nothing. It'd be like a conditional.
They
7th round
literally
pick.
saw a quarterback who's operating the worst offense in the league and then say, yeah, you can come do that for us
You
to
know
operate
what?
our worst offense.
He'll probably be better than Browning.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's hilarious.
It's coming.
That's so funny.
Ugh.
His time is soon. His time is near.
Joe Flacco to the Bengals.
Shut up. Yeah. So me?
Next thing we're gonna do.
Wow. Okay.
Now that Joe Flacco is on the Bengals, that should be a funny wrinkle to this. Because week 5 just happened.
Yeah.
We are gonna pick the winners and losers of week 5, like we always do. Who is the first winner of week 5 to you, Donovan?
It's Joe Flacco.
He got a new job.
He just got a job,
Just
man.
keeping a job. You know?
Yeah.
Kids will never ever go hungry. Food will always be on the table because Mr. Flacco will stay employed.
He's like the most sought after quarterback on the market right now. Every year, teams are dying for his services.
It's ridiculous.
No matter how bad he plays.
Damn.
And it's like, if we're going to do that, let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go get Jameis.
And you know what's funny? It's every time you hear a report, it sounds like he's not fun and he's not open to leadership in the locker room. He's just there to do his job, not be
Yeah.
a mentor. And yet everybody's like, that's our guy. What a dude.
Loser. Jahmyr Chase. I said Jahmyr Chase.
You did.
What
I
the
was
fuck?
like-
I was like,
I was like,
Jahmyr
you got
Chase.
it.
Okay.
You got it.
Actual first winner of this week,
Yeah.
going Darren Waller.
Okay.
Came off the couch. Straight touchdowns right away. Has been filling the gap that Tyreek Hill left. given the Dolphins up the middle threat from this tall body, like kind of fits perfect with Tua and all the quick reads he wants to make. Kind of perfect for him.
Listen, a lot of things didn't work out before, right? His time on past teams.
How old is he? Like 33?
32, I think.
Jeez, man, that's crazy.
A rap career didn't really work out. But it's okay because he said, I'm gonna get back to what I do best. Catching these tutties. I like that for him.
I don't know how long he'll stay healthy. That's always a question mark. But right now, I'm happy he's on my fantasy team.
Okay.
Yeah. Huge winner, Liam Cohen, man. Fulfilling the prophecy, breaking history over there in Jacksonville. They haven't done so many things. This is the best start they've had in goddamn, I don't know how long. Too fucking long.
Yeah, I had Jags fans as one of my winners. I saw a picture today. A Jags fan had posted saying it's only week 5, but this is the happiest I've ever been. And he posted a single tear of him crying after last night. So that was fun. I will say, winner, ethical hoops. Baker Mayfield versus Sam Darnold. Everybody talks about. We got to take out the cover 2. Too high is ruining the NFL. Not when these two guys are playing. They're going to drop back. They're going to throw the ball deep. We're going to get explosive plays. 38-35 win. One of the most fun games that we've had this season.
I'm glad you said this. You framed it as ethical hoops. I framed it as former quarterback bus. If your time isn't there early in your career, it's never too late. Sam Darnold, fantastic now. Baker Mayfield, MVP candidate. Daniel Jones leading the top offense in the league potentially. If you suck and you were a top 5 pick, just give it some time. You'll probably get good eventually.
Wow. Are NFL fans for the first time developing a quarterback?
Patience?
What?
Now, with that being said, I will so overreact and call the next bus trash. I won't learn from this at all. I'm gonna call Michael Penix bad if he's bad. I'm not gonna learn from this.
Guess what? Winner, Atlanta Falcons fans. You had a bye week. You didn't get to watch your team play football. Amazing. Mental health is stable this week.
They had a good week before that, so hopefully they carry momentum forward. Yeah, man. These reclamation projects are kind of like defining the season from the quarterback position.
I do like that.
Does this not happen on a year-to-year basis at all?
Not like this.
Like in the mid-2010s? Did it
it's happened
happen
a few times now. Geno Smith a few years ago.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield famously from a few years ago now.
I know in this decade it's super popular, but
Yeah.
in the 2010s, does this happen like that?
I don't think as many times. Like it feels like
this feels like the first era of like people playing themselves out of bus territory.
there's been guys that take a while to get going. That's not new, but like a high pick bus making this happen, I feel like is happening more than before.
Yeah, especially
crazy.
on their like 3rd or 14th.
And you know what? It's probably teams have to give up on quarterbacks faster now because the structure of contracts and how powerful it is to have a winning team on a winning rookie contract.
Very
So
true.
I think they probably throw quarterbacks away faster. So that's why these guys are like reclamation. But like maybe 20 years ago, Baker would have just stayed on the Browns for a decade instead of 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's probably something like that.
Yeah, probably. Next winner, CJ Stroud, mental health.
Mm.
For the second time in a row, the Texans have won. The offense has looked good. They've had moments. And listen, it was getting kind of scary. He was looking real sad on the sidelines, but now you have two wins to kind of build things off of. Can you keep this going? I have no idea, but he feels good in the moment, and that's why I'm happy.
Not only did he see one go through the hoop, he saw two go through the hoop, and there's no better feeling
He
in
said,
the
"I'm
world.
hot."
Yeah.
You know what's
I'm on fire.
You know what else is a great feeling? Next winner, Stephon Diggs. You get your get back on your former team.
True.
Emotional win. Fantastic when you finally see your quarterback coming into like superstar type fruition. And you had a resurgence, back-to-back games as well.
Yeah, I wrote
Okay.
revenge as the biggest winner this week.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs revenge game, breaking out, not looking washed, not looking post ACL career guy, looking like a prime receiver in it, just killing it. Revenge is the best fuel.
Yep.
Okay.
Next winner, accountability. Last week, Cam Moore said, "Listen, man, we ass." And they came out this week and they won. Were they going to lose until the Cardinals gave that game up inexplicably? Of course.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because they played who was in front of them.
Yep.
They played into the final whistle
Yeah.
and they won that game. Shout out to the Titans. Shout out to Cam Ward.
Ooh, another winner. You got the Minnesota Vikings star wide receiver 2, Jordan Addison, being benched for the first quarter for living your best life in London and catching the game-winning touchdown. Can't say shit to him now.
Wonder what he was doing that he got suspended for. He had to go to the city.
I
Yeah.
wonder what he was doing.
You know, out at a pub,
Yeah.
playing darts at 2 a.m., you know.
That's what they do in London.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a big dart city?
Yeah, I think it is.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
I have no fucking
honestly,
idea.
the only reason why I think that is because there was an episode of Ted Lasso where they were playing darts in a bar, so I think it's big over
Is
there.
it like darts their version of pool?
I think so.
Ah, But yeah, shout out Jordan Addison. Game-winning touchdown coming out off of a suspension. Looking good right away.
Yeah.
And shout out Justin Jefferson for getting going by any means necessary. He's had terrible quarterback play, low volumes targets. He's just getting open, forcing his way to get 100 yards.
What a fucking dude. Is he still the best receiver in the league?
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duh. Next one. You mentioned Stephon Diggs and the revenge he got on the Buffalo Bills.
Mhm.
The bigger winner there.
Who's that?
Boston sports fans finally have another avatar after Jason Tatum got hurt and lost it. Drake May is the new guy. He's the one they're pushing forward. I'm seeing tweets from Boston fans being like, who's a bigger deal in the city, Jason Tatum or Drake May?
What
Straight
the
white
fuck?
privilege because Jason Tatum has a championship.
What the
but
fuck?
that's the conversation he's in. They have their new star quarterback,
White
and
privilege.
nothing is more powerful to a white fan base than a white star quarterback.
Then a young,
Yes,
yes, when you still have hope and potential of like, this is our next Brady.
exactly. Like,
We're about to get 5 more. 6
he's
more.
21. He could be anything. He could be the GOAT. We've seen this before.
Winner again. Baltimore Ravens fans, you have no more expectations for this season.
They get to check
Championship
out.
hopes
Yeah.
are down the fucking drain. You can just finally live your life peacefully.
That is true. Jets fans are on the same thing. They are also winners.
Mm.
You have your fallback, right? You can go out. You can go to brunch on a Sunday
You can.
and not worry about anything.
Yeah.
You can hang out with your family, with your loved ones, and not be a bad relative. And it's okay.
You can be a good dad on Sundays because you don't got to commit 3 hours to misery.
Yeah, go be a father, man.
Exactly. you're the burden of expectations is no longer on your shoulders. You're on number one pick
yeah.
watch now. That's a good place to be to get the number one pick. And now we can look forward and say we're gonna have our QB of the future. Got the perfect tank commander right now getting you there.
I see you guys next year. And guess what? Next year, our year.
Whatever.
Other winners I have, Eagles haters. Anybody that has anti-Eagles agendas, you're cooking right now. Anybody that was preying on their downfall and had some agendas to push regarding some players that are on top of their offense, good time to be you.
Damn.
The sadness in his face.
I'm so happy. This is honestly.
But you're
it's-
happy?
Hold on. I didn't finish the sentence.
Okay.
In terms of like scheduling, the fact that our next game is on a Thursday, so we can just get rid of Sunday. Thank goodness. I can't take 7 days of this.
Yeah.
Who do they play on Thursday?
The Giants.
They're gonna
Slump
get right
us,
game.
man.
Get right game.
Get right game.
Easy lick.
Nah, we come out and we lose it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that'd be so fucking funny if they lose to the Giants.
Is
oh
Jackson
my God.
Dart? Oh
Dude,
my
that'll
God.
be the worst.
Oh, I'm getting a dart tattoo if that happens. That'd be hilarious. That would be the funniest outcome possible.
That's funny.
Who's the next winner?
I think that's all the winners.
Yeah, I
got.
think I'm out of winners.
Okay. Who is the biggest loser of this week to you?
We talked about it last week. Last week, whiteboard culture was up. If it was a stock, the stock
Very
is
true.
plummeting.
Oh,
Yeah.
White Boys are down?
Listen, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterwell, both of them giving it up.
Ah,
Giving it up on the road.
Damn.
Giants
Yeah.
Giants lose. Listen, man, that's just how the league works. 1 week you're up, 1 week you're down. Right now, whiteboard culture and SEC culture is down.
tough.
Damn, man.
It's a
Loser.
regrouping phase. They'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You're about to get stopped.
Hey, you never see no Scatterbo. He's coming through the Eagles. Coming through fast.
What?
Coming hard. Relax. Not like that. Come on now.
Anyways,
Like what?
Anyways, biggest loser, the Cardinals. You lost to the worst team in the NFL and the Titans. You went ahead and you had a random scuffle between your head coach and I believe it was a running back who's
Mhm.
what's his name?
DeMarcado.
Yeah, DeMarcado too. Terrible scene.
Tough scene. I can't even say it's the biggest loser because I'm just so sick of them. It just is what it is. I'm like, I've reached Cardinals Nirvana as a person who had like a little bit of stock in them and some hopes for them. I'm just over it. I don't care about them ever again. I've reached numbness.
Numbness also. Loser again. Raiders fans, you've officially reached numb territory.
I
No
am
hopes.
so numb to Geno Smith agendas.
Guys,
it's cooked.
it's-
It's over.
it's over. Listen, Raiders fans, rest easy. I'll see you in Bahala. It's wraps, man.
Fly high. Yeah, I wrote Geno Smith.
Yeah.
It feels like it's over. It was a great 3-year resurgence. He played like a top 15 at worst quarterback. In my eyes, top 12, top 10 for some times. Those days are done. The Geno Smith cycle has concluded.
Yes.
Next loser I have. Elite quarterbacks.
Okay.
If you are one of the 3 best quarterbacks in the league right now, you are down bad. You have the Chiefs getting walked down by the Jags. You have the Bills and Josh Allen losing to the Patriots. Lamar Jackson dead. It's not a good time right now. Joe Burrow, dead. It is not a good time to be one of the best players at the position.
That is true.
I'll double down. My second biggest loser, Justin Herbert, who's not only an elite quarterback, is
Oh my God.
so beyond fucked that he transcends the guys that are dead. He is unbelievably down bad right now. The biggest loser. No offensive lineman. No good OC in sight. No running backs in sight. Hassan Haskins is just starting now. He is cursed.
Dude,
That is tough.
loser of the week. Even though his team won, Brock Purdy. People are questioning your starting status. Do I believe it? I don't know yet. But could I? Potentially. Your
Just saying.
arch nemesis is
$50
there.
million to sit on the bench?
Conversations are starting to be had.
We got two system quarterbacks. One's cheap, one's expensive. What do we do?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, get ready to be a Brown, man. Another loser, though, Jake Browning. The best part of being a backup quarterback is that you get to do nothing and get paid. You hope that your number never gets called. However, it's been called over the last 4 weeks, and you have failed your team epically.
You remember that video that came out? He said, I think he threw down his helmet. He was like, "You should have fucking cut me." God damn.
Yep.
Burn
Another
that
big
video.
loser. Fantasy football players. It's just a dreadful sport. So many injuries. A couple weeks ago, Woody Marks was your league winner. Flop next week. A few weeks before that, Omarion Hampton's your league winner because Najee Harris is hurt. Omarion Hampton's hurt. Trey Benson's your league winner because James Conner's hurt. Trey Benson's hurt. Not to mention Malik Neighbors, done for the season. All these other high-profile stars. Tough year to be a fantasy football guy.
Yeah, I won a championship last year, and now this year, all of my teams are trash. It cost me everything. I hate
It's a
it.
cycle.
Fantasy football is causing me to rethink my life. Genuinely. I feel like I've never been as bad at a singular thing than fantasy football.
Next loser, international fans.
Ooh.
We keep sending the worst teams, the worst quarterbacks over there. It's a tough watch.
Yeah.
It's
That is so
it's
true.
awful.
Oh, another biggest loser, Aaron Glenn.
Mm.
And I don't know if it's his fault. Because I think what we're realizing is he is sitting in a cursed chair. A chair that cannot be fixed by any man without divine intervention. The Jets are an unwinnable question is being asked by trying to win with the Jets.
Mm.
Anybody that goes there to die.
That is true. It sucks. 0-5, and the defense looks bad. That's your job. That's what you do. And you can't even do that. And it's not even like the defense didn't have good pieces. So what's going on, man? Let's talk.
It's crazy. Being winless at this point, being the only winless team is so nasty. And the fact that you're not even an elite defense and that's supposed to be the calling card and you have the talent, like, there's really no silver linings right now. And like,
No, this is one silver line. You're gonna get the number one pick.
oh, okay. True. Yeah, in a QB class that every single quarterback in the class is disappointing right now.
Don't worry about that.
Damn.
We can fix them.
Who's going to be the number one pick right now? I don't even know. Nussmeier? I don't even know.
Nah, I think he's falling.
Lenora Sellers, who's not playing good? I don't even know who they're hoping for.
I think he's falling too.
Drew Aller, who's also fallen? Like, there might not be a quarterback that's a clear number one.
Dante Moore.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. Oh, also loser. Mike McDaniel. Once again, you get walked down by Bryce Young.
Tough.
Come
I'd say
on.
he belongs on this list every single
Come
week.
on.
Man.
Like let's figure it out, dude.
every single
So yeah,
week.
that's all the losers I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of my losers too.
And I think I am done too.
Next thing we're going to do. A few weeks ago, we reacted to Skip Bayless's worst NFL takes of all time. Today, we're going to do the same thing with Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
Mo, what did you collect for us today with these terrible takes?
I got Stephen A. Smith's worst NFL takes. Here we go. Last time y'all, the Cowboys, were something, my hairline was 2 feet forward.
Hey man, this is facts.
I thought you said it was a bad take.
Listen, it's a bad take if you're a Cowboys fan because it really puts you into perspective. Like, holy shit, like it's really been that long.
This is his best take. It's true. This is we're on decades. We're on multiple decades watch for Cowboys fans having happiness in their life. I applaud the honesty from Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, he's very obviously everybody knows the state of his hairline. But this is like it's been 30 something years.
To go ahead and like use your own like deficiency to like create a joke from the Cowboys is just like another level of hate that we not too often see.
This is a 10 out of 10. I'm giving this a 10. This is an amazing take.
Okay.
I'm going to-
I hope for everybody to reach for this level of self-reflection when they get jokes off.
I like that.
All right, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
We're talking about the Cowboys, the most disgusting, nauseating fan base in the history of American sports.
I'm waiting for the bad takes.
I mean-
you keep bringing good takes
Again,
to
I'm,
the door.
I'm new to this atmosphere, and I'm just like, bro, like the Cowboys are supposed to be historically one of the most successful franchises. Like, why are you continuously attacking their fans? What's going on?
Because they are the most disgusting and nauseating fan base in the history of American sports. This is also true. Shout out to you, Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
All I'm seeing is 10s across the board.
10 out of 10.
It's like he doesn't have. You know what? I'll let you go. I'll let you guys go ahead and decipher this for yourself.
Okay.
Go ahead. Next take. We're gonna call them the Alice Cowboys. Take the D out of it. The fuck? They can't stop a cold.
This is also 10 out of 10. Not only because we're making fun of Dallas, but because right now, this is true. Like their defense does suck.
You know what's funny? He also definitely said this not right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
He must have
100%.
said this a decade ago, and it still applies as a timeless, just classic joke you can make about the Cowboys that will never not be true.
What type of jokes do you know that are investment pieces?
This is stand the test of time.
This is like real estate, but for jokes. This is crazy.
Yo, yeah. This is genuinely like I don't see jokes that often about teams like preserving through time like this. This is a true 10, honestly.
I like this, man.
All I'm
Masterclass
seeing is a
of the
legend in his
Cowboys.
prime, and you're honestly through the start of this segment making me think better of Stephen A. Smith.
This is genuinely like I don't think I've ever heard or seen anyone have like any analyst have such a strong suit when it comes to any type of debate or sport when it comes to compared to Stephen A. Smith and hating on the
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
He's like there's a clear gap.
I feel like more people know Stephen A. for his hate of the Cowboys rather than the fandom of his own teams. And even
Yeah.
though that he is a loud person and he obviously like openly roots for his teams, people may not know he's actually a Steelers fan.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
I didn't know that either.
That's embarrassing. Wow, man.
But his hate for the Cowboys shines through.
Wow.
okay.
Next take. Lamar Jackson isn't an elite QB until he proves he can pass.
Now we start with the bad ones. What year did he say this in?
I believe this is like around 2018, so rookie year.
So before he made the MVP jump?
Exactly. He won MVP when his second year.
No, it wasn't that.
It was his first year starting.
Oh, first year started.
It was
the second
2019
year
he
in
won the
the-
MVP. I can't remember. What was it?
He
That
was
his first
drafted in
year?
Yeah, it was his
2018,
first
though,
year.
right?
Oh, okay. It was his
So
first
second
then.
year he won his MVP. Yeah,
Okay, so pretty early on, he was clear
that's
he was
still
good.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
You know what this was?
Whoa, whoa.
What was it?
Do we think it was that really? He let him get to his ear. It was the racism. But it's just lazy takes, I think.
Yeah, this was never a good take. I mean, I guess
I mean,
anybody
if it was
isn't.
early on, like if it was early on and you're saying, yeah, this young quarterback isn't going to be an elite quarterback until he could pass. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Any quarterback isn't going to be really quarterback until they pass. So, like, duh. Like, that's going to be the case with anybody.
Honestly, through my findings, I see that the NFL really isn't Stephen A. Smith's like bag at all. He has like super lukewarm takes.
Yeah, he just
Super-
repeats the talking points.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And everybody was like, oh, Lamar Jackson can't pass. And obviously, he wasn't supposed to be this level of passer as a prospect. Otherwise, he would win goddamn 1 overall.
Yeah.
But I imagine this is on here because he said it at a time when he was already popping, already starting.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly. Next take. Are the Ravens getting their money's worth for Lamar Jackson? The answer is no.
and what year was this in?
I think this is probably 2023 or something like that when he resigned or when he signed that humongous deal.
Now you can say because what probably is he's probably saying this because the defense was trash.
Yeah.
And so you had given Lamar all of this money, and you're saying, well, if you're giving Lamar this money, are you going to be able to win Super Bowls and doing all this stuff? Probably not, because the defense is bad. Right now, listen, Stephen A's kind of on a roll. I'm kind of like I understand the context in which he said it, if he even said it in that context.
Even then, what are you going to do? Not pay the generational MVP quarterback? Like,
No, I'm not.
yeah, no, I'm going to let him walk. I'll surely be better for it.
Nah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. This is you will never see. I don't want to say never, but the type of quarterback that he is, you'll probably see once in every 15, 20 years or so. Crazy shit.
Yeah. And this was at the point where
What are you
after
doing?
he was, open as a free agent, every team could have got him potentially. He was available. Nobody wanted to give him a contract. So it was an easy talking point to jump on top of that and be like, see, maybe all that hoopla wasn't for no reason. Maybe he isn't valuable.
Yeah, that was straight collusion. What do you mean the Falcons are like, we don't want Lamar
That was
Jackson, we
crazy.
want Desmond Ritter?
That was so crazy, man.
All right, next one.
Next take. This is Stephen A. Smith's Top 5 playoff QB list.
From what year?
I believe this was year 2021, I believe. Or is it 22?
Well, Andrew Luck's on there. Andrew Luck retired at some point, so that'd be before then.
Let me double check this.
It might be 2018.
Something like that, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I think that's
even
what it
then,
is.
having a playoff quarterback list and not having Tom Brady one, fraudulent. Having Dak Prescott as a top 5 playoff quarterback when probably at this point he had maybe just one playoff win, fraudulent. Having Phillip Rivers up there,
Whoa, slow down.
come on now,
What's wrong with Phillip?
Passable.
fraudulent.
Fine.
Andrew Luck over Mahomes. Again, I'm assuming this is still early in Mahomes' career. Andrew Luck was hooping. But once again, over Tom Brady, we can't do that.
This had to be 2019 because that's the year the Chargers were really good and they ended up losing to the Patriots in the playoffs, but they were like a 1 seed. So I understood the Phillip Rivers placement at that time. That was Mahomes was jumping onto the scene, superstar. That made sense. Listen, you will never catch me slandering somebody for bigging up Andrew Luck.
I don't understand, man.
They
Dude,
don't.
number 1 is so crazy just for someone like me to see.
He was special, man.
He was special. And listen, Brady was revitalized when he went to the Buccaneers, but there were some years at the end where it felt like it was like, okay, things are slowing down a little bit. I can understand why he looked at that and put him a little bit lower. Now 5 is stupid. With that being said, but I understood why he wasn't 1.
He had still won 5 Super
I
Bowls
know.
up until this point.
Listen, it was stupid. I'm just saying I get why it's not 1. He should not be 5. He should not be underneath Dak Prescott.
Never, ever in Stephen A. Smith's life should Tom Brady be below Dak Prescott.
in any measurable instance.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, terrible take. Listen, there's a reason basketball is his main sport.
It is. Next take. It's a tweet. Take a look, y'all. IMG_4346 JPEG.
Realest shit he ever said. Realest shit he ever said.
Honestly, like
And I
when
stand on this to this day.
They
when it
be like
comes
that
to-
sometimes.
Since 2015, I've stood on this. I'm on his side. I'm pro Stephen A. Smith when it comes to this.
this is one of my favorite like mantras to live by, genuinely.
I just think if you're not doing this and you're not standing on this, are you really even somebody that I can befriend?
This whole tweet is ridiculous because not only did he not put the actual picture in there, Take has like the capital T and the capital A. Like he was struggling from the moment he tried to send this tweet out. It was a problem.
How did he? It says Twitter for iPhone. How did he do this on an iPhone?
I have no idea.
What's the functionality to accidentally type out the name of the file and not put
In
the picture?
2015,
Did he maybe like
the
it
only
was
thing
so-
is like
maybe
if you
he-
like copy a picture from online, maybe
And you know what you could do back then? Back then, you could tweet from your text messages. You could tweet a number and text it to that number, and it would tweet it for you.
I didn't know that.
Maybe he did it with that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
era.
you could do that on
was-
Twitter back in the day.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Damn, we're old.
Yeah, maybe he like went to his files and he saw like a picture in the
That's nasty.
files and then he actually tweeted it or
We
whatever.
were texting via tweets.
Jeez.
I've been tweeting via text.
Jeez, bruh.
Oh my goodness.
Tweet for the
Iconic. 10 out of
books.
10.
Justin Herbert isn't better than Tua. He said this back in 2020, I think April 2020, when they're going through the draft evaluations.
Yeah,
Of course he did. Of course he did. Everybody did.
When it comes to like him talking about listing off strengths and what Justin Herbert is better at, he was like, Justin Herbert isn't better at nothing other than being taller.
Yeah, this was a common talking point, even into their careers when they started playing. Whenever the Dolphins were having some success, when Mike McDaniel first got there, common debate. There was a lot of Tua truthers that were saying, "No, Justin Herbert's the big sexy guy with the big arm. I'm sure you love him."
Social media quarterback.
Yeah, social media quarterback. Tua wins games. Tua makes reads. Tua's accurate. Yeah, fuck off.
I didn't know Tua had 2 ankle surgeries in college. He had a hip surgery as well, and also some other surgery that I completely forgot about too.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
yeah.
But like this is once you start saying social media quarterback,
What does that mean?
and it's also
It means he's all empty stats essentially.
it's also
flat.
wrong because they haven't won a playoff game. Like he's not even doing the winning that you say that he does to be better than Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it was pure vibes. It was just I happen to be a Dolphins fan, and my team happens to employ this guy, so I'm going to argue for him.
Congratulations, you went 10-7.
Yeah, the peak of Tua. This was the nastiest combo, and it was funny because like in the time, it was clear this is going to age terribly.
This is terrible, man. This is terrible. I've got 2 things to say. One is that Mark Sanchez is an emerging star in this league. You better ask somebody. The other thing is this. And that's it.
Facts.
Listen, honestly,
And then after that, too, I looked up Mark Sanchez in his Twitter, and he had nothing but terrible things to say about him.
we talked earlier
Yeah.
about having takes and tweets that preserve through time. Right now is about the time that, like, listen, you might not want to talk about the other things, about Mark Sanchez. So once again, Stephen A has the foresight to know what we're going to be talking about 15 years later. 10 out of 10.
Predicted the controversy.
Mhm.
Predicted
How-
the federal charges.
Yep.
How
He's a journalist, man. He's been through this. He
I-
knows the news cycle. He understands it.
Also, there was never a point that Mark Sanchez was a rising star in this league.
how high was he of a draft pick?
You can.
He was
you
a
can
high
argue
draft
that.
pick, but
Yeah.
from the jump, it was like, I guess there was always a talking point with a decent young quarterback. There's always going to be like, they can keep getting better. But he was always flawed. He was always like, he had a moment, but it was always like, he's
I
Mark
mean, they
Sanchez.
went to back-to-back AFC Championship games. Like,
Yeah, but it wasn't like off the strength of him backpacking. It wasn't like this guy's going to be a superstar.
You better
no,
have
but
somebody.
like, but you can get somewhere like.
I'm saying it to say it was never true, but I can understand why someone on TV would take it there because that would be a talking point naturally.
Mark Sanchez was going to be the GOAT.
Oh, okay,
All right.
fair enough.
I never heard nobody say that.
Who wasn't for Rex Ryan?
I guess. I think America is the land of second chances, except for when it comes to this dude, Mr. Jabba the Hutt, you fat slob, no good, and lazy bum of a quarterback. This dude should be arrested for being a thief. He stole money from the Oakland Raiders.
I mean, this is one of the most iconic,
Yep.
iconic things ever said in sports media as a whole. I think, like, listen, you get online right now, people call players, you drop a pass, terrorist. Like,
That's crazy.
this is the start of that.
He did start that.
This is the start
He
of
was
it.
ahead of the curve when it comes to slander. Back then, everyone was buttoned up. Nobody wanted to come on TV and be like, this guy fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And Stephen A. Smith took the brave stance to be mean to athletes before everybody else was comfortable doing so. Trailblazer.
I've never seen someone take things so outside of the sport in like such a characteristic like attack ever. This is about Jamarcus Russell. Damn.
Which, in fairness, he was stealing. But
Let's call a spade a spade. No lies were
man.
told.
Yeah. But do you think players get DMs to this day because they're selling parlays? If it wasn't for Stephen A. Smith,
He did change the game. You
He
are right.
invented hate. That's an accomplishment right there, to invent media hate.
he's at the forefront of it all.
You said you're no good, fat slob, lazy bum.
Bum of a
Jabba
quarterback.
the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt is
Damn.
insane.
Was he like?
Yes, he was fat. He was overweight. That's what he was the number one pick and was an overweight quarterback.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't watching film, and so they gave him a blank tape, and they were like, "Hey, come back and tell us what was on this tape." And he came back and had like mad notes about the tape, but they were like, "Bro, it was blank. Like we didn't."
What? That's a real story.
We got him.
Oh my God. Yo, we need more Jamarcus Russells, man. We
No,
need
we
more
don't.
entertainment in this league. Yes.
Apparently, we got one. Another number one pick that has similar stories about him.
What are we talking about right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
Next thing we're going to do. I'm going to show you an NFL unk from this year. Some of the oldest players in the league still kicking it. Some current or former stars that are getting old. I want you guys to rate from, let's grade it. A through F. How's their season? How much is still left in the tank? How do we feel about them this year?
Okay.
First off, Keenan Allen.
Unk still got it, man. Unk still got it. When I first saw him throughout the first game in Brazil, I believe, I was like, yo, like, who is this dude, Keenan Allen, man? Like, why ain't nobody talking to her like that? This young ass star,
Who is
he's
this dude,
moving.
Keenan Allen?
Next thing you know, I seen him.
Who's this guy?
I seen him take off his ball cap. I said, "Oh my God, he's old. He's bald. What's going on? Oh my God." Yo, he got it.
Yeah, we'll say, does Unk still got it or not for each of these guys?
He got it.
He definitely still got
He
it.
still got it. Where would we be right now if they didn't bring him back? If Mike Williams didn't choose to retire after a day of training camp and they replaced him with Keenan Allen? He has been a godsend for the Chargers offense. Look, the whole line's hurt. The whole running back room's hurt. All they got is good receivers now, and he is a gigantic part of that.
He's the whole Bears situation last year made everybody look like they can't play football. And now Keenan Allen's like, yeah, I'm gonna just go back to the West Coast. I'm gonna go home again.
I've chosen to zap that from my mind. I can't. I refuse to imagine my goat wearing a Bears jersey.
It's disgusting,
Yep.
actually.
My goat still got it. Derrick Henry. Does Unk still got it? Age 31 season.
We gotta ask him. Because right now, like the last 4 weeks is looking like doesn't have it.
But week one was so magical.
Week 1 was crazy.
Week one, we're talking about he'll never fall off.
The first was that 58 minutes of of week 1, magical. Last 2 minutes, the fumble.
Yeah.
Bro.
The fumble
He's
problems keep going.
He has such bad fumbles. He had to stop wearing his arm sleeves that he likes. He had to sacrifice drip to stop the fumbling.
I'm afraid to say he might not have it.
Wait, yeah, when you're dropping accessories, that might be
Yeah.
that might be the clear sign. That might be a recession indicator for Unks.
You can't sacrifice the swag, man. You can't do that. Never let up on it.
I think realistically, Unks still got it if he has a good situation and you give him good blocking. He can still take it 80 yards and still be a ridiculous weapon. But he probably doesn't have it in terms of like making do with bad blocking, making do without Lamar, and like making something out of nothing. If you hit him behind the line of scrimmage consistently, he's not going to be the type of guy that can just make something happen.
Break loose like he used to in them Titan
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, but I will say, if I see one game where he comes out here and he doesn't have his chains on, I'm gonna know it's all mental and he lost.
Oh my God.
For now, he still got it, but he's hanging on by a thread. Aaron Rodgers.
Unc still got it. Now, what is
No, he
it to a
doesn't.
degree?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers is one of the most talented throwers of the football that we've ever seen. He hasn't been that version of himself for a long time, but it's very clear that like he can do basic stuff. But I'm not gonna say he still.
That's
got
all
it.
the Steelers fans needed at this
No,
point in
I'm
time.
not-
For his standard.
I'm not gonna say he still got it.
He's one of the GOATs. Unc does not got it as far as like, is he still Aaron Rodgers? But not having it when you're one of the best of all time, you can still do something. His version of not having it is still better than a lot of starters.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Actually,
this-
he's better than a few starters.
That's what I'm saying. He's probably like the 17th, 18th best quarterback in the league right now.
that's all,
21st.
that's all the Steelers need right now.
He's not
man.
in the upper half, in the upper 2/3 of it.
He
Is he
doesn't
really
got it, but he can
21st?
still win while not having it.
I don't know if he's really 21st. I don't believe that for real.
We'll do the list after.
I'm pulling up logos. I'll tell you right now the quarterbacks I'll take over him
You
for
can
this
name
year.
20 quarterbacks you'd rather take over.
Let me pull up the
Easily.
standings. Let me pull up the
Easily.
standings right now.
You can't do that.
I'll tell you right now, Geno Smith.
No, my God. Fuck off.
Yes, that's what
Okay,
I'm
how many
saying.
starters are better than him right now? Josh Allen, Drake May. I'm not going to.
Josh Allen, Drake May. Okay, that's two.
Lamar,
Okay.
Daniel Jones,
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence,
Dang,
Also, when healthy, put Burrow in there.
Burrow,
Okay,
6,
sure.
Stroud, 7. I won't give it to Cam Ward yet.
Okay.
Herbert,
Eight.
not give it to Bo Nix.
Okay.
Mahomes,
9. Okay.
Jalen Hurts, 10. Jaden Daniels, Dak,
11, 12,
Goff,
13,
Love,
14.
Caleb,
Yes.
15.
15.
Baker.
okay. 16. Yeah.
Not going Penix, not going Bryce, not going Rattler. Low key Rattler, but we won't go Rattler.
16. Okay.
Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold.
Mac Jones?
I'm not going Mac Jones. Brock Purdy, yes, Brock Purdy. Mac Jones, Matthew Stafford,
Okay, Stafford. Yeah.
19. You can go Kyler Murray if you want and make it 20.
Nah, I don't know. There was like 2 questions for me when it comes to Mac Jones, but
I didn't say Mac Jones.
Either way, he's not in the upper half of the league. I'm not going to say that he still got it.
Okay, fair enough. Next up, Cooper Kupp.
Start playing that music, man.
You light my fire. Yeah, it's over.
Listen, man, he's doing a very good job facilitating JSN and Torrey Horton to eat on the outside. He's doing his job. He's taking up zones, attracting attention.
And good job being a good vet. That's what they brought him in there for.
He's run blocking hard as fuck, trying real hard.
We knew that. We knew that like if he was going to do one thing, it was going to run block. So on
Nice.
on run blocking, he still got it.
I guess so, man. This is so sad. I feel robbed as a fan, man.
Some injuries.
He had a good run. Joe Flacco, the new starting quarterback potentially of the Bengals.
Apparently, the Bengals think that he still got it, or maybe he just has it more than Jake Browning.
I think he's the first quarterback to be on Unk Don't Got It for like 5 years and teams still want him. So really, he's like breaking barriers for not having it and still being desired.
So
But he
maybe
got
he
benched
still
in
has it for
2018.
not having it.
He still has desirability for some reason.
He still got it then to me.
For some reason, he got benched 7 years ago.
Damn.
Hey, he still got it. He's still a back chaser. He's figured it out.
Exactly.
Unk still got it for sure.
We've seen this man throw multiple pick sixes in playoff games, and everyone still says, "Yeah, he can run my offense."
But no, I'm joking. He does still have it as like a bridge. Like I can be a respectable quarterback for a team. Like I need to bring him in to be a spot start to not be Jake Browning.
Mhm.
He's probably gonna be better than Jake Browning. So for the
Jake
role,
Brown is like the 40th best quarterback in the league at this point. Like,
that's what I'm saying. For being the guy that can be not a disaster, he's probably still got it.
He got it. Yeah.
He'll
He's
throw the
proven
ball
to not get
forward.
it. Exactly.
He won't
has
be good.
in-
Jake
Ability.
Browning can throw the ball forward.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
Now, no.
Somebody else will be in the middle of where it's gonna land, but he can throw it forward.
Yeah, for the journeyman, like specific role Joe Flacco's been, he still got it. People still want him to do it.
I agree. This is what I've been saying. He still got it. He's here for a reason.
I've been saying Joe Flacco's got it.
They could have traded for Russell Wilson. They didn't for a reason.
Oh no, is he on this list?
Travis Kelce.
Hey man,
You light my fire. You light my fire. Dude, I saw highlights of him, I think like 7-8 years ago. He used to be moving.
He was fast.
Dude, he was fast as fuck.
Until about 2.5 years ago, really.
Jeez.
let me not say too much.
Yeah, Unk don't got it yet. He don't got it no more.
It's a real housewife right here.
Slight one up.
Salute
Yeah.
to one of the goats at his position.
Hell yeah.
Do you think he retires after this year?
Yes.
Why would he like continuously play?
Well, why is he playing now? His heart's still in it. Doesn't mean his legs are in it or his body's in it, but his heart's in it.
No.
Yeah.
No. This should be the last year.
Yeah. I hope they go out with a bang. I hope they have one more run in him.
They probably have a run, but it's gonna be because of like Mahomes magic instead of the Mahomes Kelsey connection.
Yeah.
So he could be at this point, he's a bus rider, not a bus driver.
Mm. Fair enough. Rasheed Rice, what are you prepared to do about it? You better drive that bus. Matthew Stafford.
He still has it.
Unk still has it 1,000%.
Dude, he is ridiculous.
Dude, this has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league this year. Like pretty easily. He's still feeding Puka. 15 years in, still feeding his wide receiver one, getting him generational numbers as he's done his entire career, facilitating a top 10 passing offense. He doesn't look like he's one of the oldest quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, because they cloned him. And so
Mm.
like whatever that clone did, whatever process that they did, taking the real Matthew Stafford's brain, putting it into the clone, allowing him to move a certain way, right? Still make all of the side arm throws, the off platform, the no looks. That clone is hooping right
Who
now.
do we got to clone next?
You probably have to clone Travis Kelce.
That would be amazing. Didn't they shoot him up with epidurals? Matthew Stafford? Yeah, that was like a huge talking point that everyone
You
had.
talking about his back stuff?
Yeah,
earlier?
Yeah.
he did get shot up, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
I'm pretty sure it's for that. I remember it being a talking
Oh
point.
yeah, because he shot up, died, and then he came back.
He died again.
So
The shots was the disguise for the cloning.
Okay.
But yeah, he's 100% still got it. Russell Wilson.
he does not have it. He hasn't had it for a couple years now. It's over.
You light my fire. It's so over.
Yeah, man. It was bad. I'm always gonna have a burden in my head seeing him get blitzed and see him crouch, bend over sideways, and try to throw a sidearm pass because he can't move to evade a
He tried
defender.
everything he could.
Everything about that was a struggle too.
He tried his best.
Yeah, his shoulder was hurting after. He was- yeah, and again, I've said it
He's
several
bad.
times. The pictures of him in a Giants jersey will be legendary levels of Unk don't got it no more. This is the most washed athlete I've ever seen.
Before that one day in September, he turned back the hands of time. He threw for 450 yards.
The power of Matt Eberflus and the Dallas Cowboys defense, they can make anything happen.
Damn, man.
The impossible becomes possible.
He was so close.
The limited becomes unlimited when you face the Cowboys.
Mr. Unlimited. That's him right there.
Yep. Correct. Yeah, Bunk don't got it. And that's the last one.
Yeah, man.
Dude, he's super don't got it no more.
Is he the most like don't got it player in the league right now?
Correct. He'll never start a game the rest of his career unless Jackson Dart gets hurt. Damn. Next thing we are gonna do.
So why didn't the Bengals call him?
Yeah,
that's-
that is true.
You gotta be down bad that the Bengals not called for you. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna play 20 questions.
Hell yeah.
NFL edition. So you guys know how this works. I'm gonna think of an NFL player, and you guys have 20 questions to try to think of the player that I'm thinking of.
Okay, let's do it.
So, go. Got my player.
Is he playing in the NFL today?
He is playing in the NFL today.
Great.
Is he an offensive player?
He is an offensive player.
Is he a quarterback?
He is not a quarterback.
Ooh.
Is
okay.
he? Oh, my bad. You go.
Is he having a good season?
I'd say so.
He's having a great season.
Where'd you get great from?
The way you said I say so.
Just
He's
straight
having a great
change.
season. He's having a great season.
Not the words I said.
Is he having a bad season?
Just
Yeah,
watch.
He's hooping. All right, cool.
Just
Got it.
watch.
Is he a wide receiver?
He is a wide receiver.
That's
He's a
fine.
wide receiver. Okay. Is he? Let's try to do an age thing here. Is he 25 and up?
Let me see how old he is.
Do you even know the receivers that are 25 and under?
Yeah.
Like you have like a
I have a good like
Rolodex of,
frame of like guys who are like towards the not the second half.
He
of
is
the career,
not
but-
yet 25.
exactly. Okay, so he's a young star. This is JSN.
This is not JSN. Solid guess.
Is this Ibuka?
This is not Igbuka.
Okay, those are my two hard hitters. Okay, but it's a young thriving receiver. Okay, we're at what 7?
He just said he's having a good season. You're like,
He has to be
superstar.
a
He's an
thriving
all-pro.
receiver. Just wait and watch.
You
Don't
said,
let.
you said it's been a good year. It's been a good year.
I will not be falling for your manipulation.
Is this QJ?
This is Quentin Johnston.
Exactly. He's having a great season. He's a top 10 receiver this year.
I don't know about top 10,
Did it-
but he has been fantastic. This
Well,
is
so
Quentin
far
Johnston.
throughout 5 weeks, I guess.
And passing yards is up there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Top 10 seasons.
Okay, that was too easy apparently. You guys said that too fast.
Exactly.
We had,
Come on
we had
now.
to do 10 questions. You guys ran through that.
That's what I do with 20 questions.
Okay.
Just don't pick a player from your favorite team.
I know. I figured that might throw you off. I figured you might not think I was doing that, picking a player from my favorite team.
That's hilarious.
Okay, let me think of a different player then. Okay. Let's make it harder. You have 15 questions. You guys have 15
All right.
questions. I think of the player I'm thinking of.
Is this player a current player?
This is a current player.
All right.
Okay. Does this player play on defense?
He does play on defense.
Is this
Okay.
Derwin James?
This is not Derwin James.
What?
I'm not going to pick a Charger every time.
Okay, so he plays on defense and is not Derwin James. Nice.
Gotcha.
Okay. Was he drafted in this decade?
In 2020s?
Yeah.
I think so. Let me make sure the exact year.
Okay. Okay. I think we can get somewhere
Would
with
it
that.
be illegal to provide us with the
Actually, no.
draft?
He was not drafted in the 2020s.
All right.
Ooh.
All right. So not drafted in the 20s.
So he's been in the league for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Oh, maybe not a minute. It was kind of close. Maybe 2018, 2019.
That's still a minute.
Yeah, that's still like
It's
6
2025, buddy.
Again, don't fall for his manipulation. Stay here with me.
It's like 6 years. That's still a minute.
That's still a
Like-
minute.
It's not a minute.
Bro, people's careers end in like 3 years.
NFL
That's-
careers are
that's
not
a
long.
minute.
Okay.
That's a while. Does he currently play in the NFC?
He does not play in the NFC. How many questions you guys at?
I
was
think
like
we're at
5.
5 or
Okay,
6.
I'll keep track now.
Is he a Pro Bowler?
He is a Pro Bowler.
He's good, bro. Come on now. Let's lock the fuck in. I
My
keep
bad,
on
my
telling you
bad.
this shit.
As if he thought he was bad.
All right, AFC Pro Bowler. Is this a defensive back?
This is not a defensive back, no.
Okay.
This is a linebacker.
It's not a linebacker.
This is a D lineman.
Fuck. Hold on.
Surprise.
We have like, brother, I think we're at like 8 questions.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fuck.
You're halfway through. It's only 15 questions right now.
An AFC defensive lineman. Pro Bowler.
Okay.
That narrows it down quite a bit.
Who are the? You're really good with divisions.
I don't
Who
know.
are the top-
Everybody makes the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
Facts.
I know.
Facts.
I have no idea who's
I'm
on that
just-
list.
Anybody could have made
Fuck.
one. These days, too, anybody could have made one.
Okay. Has he played on 2 teams?
He has not played on 2 teams. He's been on 1 team his whole career.
I'm thinking.
Okay,
right
one
now.
team his whole career. Okay.
Is this Quinnen Williams?
This is not Quentin Williams. That's a good guess.
Ooh.
But this is not Quentin Williams.
We're at 10 questions now?
Yep. You got 5 questions left.
All right, so we're in the AFC. We need to cut it down. Ask the playoff question.
Ooh, yeah. Was he in the playoffs last year?
Hell no.
Oh. Not in the playoffs last year. Hell no.
This is Myles Garrett.
This is not Myles Garrett.
Ooh. I thought that might have been too easy. Too easy.
He was not in the playoffs last year.
4 questions left. Or 3 questions left,
questions
actually.
left,
3 questions
yeah.
left. You're right there. You're so close.
I have to look.
All right,
at the-
so it sounds like
I
he's-
have to look at the teams.
Wait, was
2020.
is
what,
it
2024
Micah?
NFL? Huh?
Is it Micah?
No, he was in the playoffs last year. Wait, oh no, the Cowboys didn't make it, but he's in the NFC. I have to look at the playoff teams from last year.
Damn.
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
3
Cheater,
questions.
put your phone down, cheater.
Fine.
Okay.
But just know it's not a fringe or anything. That won't be a problem.
Okay.
Oh, so his team was trashed then.
They just weren't like a team you would think would be in the playoffs. I'm not saying they were the worst team in the league, but you wouldn't have gotten confused by the playoff thing.
Yeah. Okay. So the AFC teams that probably weren't there, it's like the
I
Jets.
think he's the edge. Sounds like he's the edge.
Whoa. But like
Have 4 stats well.
I know.
Come on. Okay. Can't talk about nothing. Okay.
Can't say shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll say you should get this one. You should 100% get this one.
Okay.
Oh wait. No, he's not a defensive lineman, right? You
No,
already
he
asked
is.
that question.
He's a defensive lineman. He made the Pro Bowl, but the team didn't make the playoffs last year.
Oh, didn't make the playoffs. Okay, so who were
In the AFC.
the non-playoff teams in the AFC?
So last year it would have been the Titans.
You have 3 questions. You can still narrow it down.
I know.
Titans. Who else didn't make it?
There's so many teams. Like,
Okay. Did this team? Is this team in? I'm just gonna take a guess.
Okay.
Is this team in the AFC North?
not the North.
Fuck. We got 2 more questions. Okay.
One team edge rusher that's not in the North in the AFC has made a Pro Bowl, drafted before 2020. This is
Yeah.
so easy, I think.
Okay.
Damn.
Hold on.
You
Wait,
guys,
Wait,
this is
wait,
stink.
could this be
This is crazy. I'm blanking so hard. Is this team in the AFC West?
This isn't the AFC West.
what are the
One-
AFC West
One
teams?
question left.
What are they?
Okay. Now, mind you, is
What
this
are the-
Max Crosby?
This is Max Crosby.
Okay.
Last
okay.
question, you get it.
Thank God, man.
It's crazy because it could have been Chris Jones from what you guys have gotten to so far.
Yeah.
So you really flipped a coin.
Dang.
This is Max
Well, no,
Crosby.
you said playoffs. You said they made
Oh,
the
you're
playoffs.
right. Okay, so
Dang.
yep. Had to be Max Crosby.
God. Clutch
You
this
got
one
it.
out.
Last question.
That was too stressful, man.
Yeah.
That was too
That
stressful.
was super intense.
Doo-dum, doo-dum. All right, Donovan, you do one. Think of a player.
All right. I'm gonna pull up their football reference. So
Yeah,
Oh.
you have your fun. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
All right. So my player is going to be. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Who you got?
How many questions we doing? 15.
You 15.
Okay, go ahead.
Is this player active right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Again, does he play on offense?
Yes.
Okay. Active offensive player. Is this a skill position player?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
He's not gonna pick a fucking lineman. God damn it.
Yeah.
Should have known.
Okay. Is he in the AFC?
In the AFC?
AFC.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
NFC player. You think it's an Eagle?
It might be.
It could be Jahan Dotson. It's so stupid.
God, I hope not.
Blow Will Shipley. Is this a star player?
Yes.
Okay, but like, yes, like, is it fringe? Is it like, I guess you could say that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to read him. I can't.
NFC player that's a star. Is this Drake London?
No.
Okay, I had to waste one. That's 6 questions.
Fuck. Okay.
So it's a skill position player.
Skill
Yes,
position
star.
player.
NFC.
I'm a star. Okay. I'm assuming he came into a Pro Bowl.
Do you want to narrow it down by position?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is this a wide receiver?
Nope.
Fuck.
Okay.
So it's a fringe star, running back or quarterback or tight end potentially.
Shit. Okay. I just got to get the quarterback question out the way. Is he a quarterback?
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck.
So either that's that 8 questions.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Hey, we have some questions to spare. Is this a running back?
Yep.
Okay. Star running back in the NFC.
I got one. Does he wear a red jersey?
Nope.
Damn it. I thought it was Bucky Irving.
You thought you were cooking.
5 left.
5 left. Okay, so running back that's a fringe star in the NFC. Doesn't wear a red jersey. Thank God we know that.
Okay.
Probably young. Most of them are young.
Yeah.
I don't. If it was an old, like clear star, he wouldn't have been like, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't have to waste the was he drafted in the 2020
He's also not
question.
CMC because he wears red. So
Yeah.
that's the only old
And
star.
also he's in the
Bijan wears
AFC.
red, so it's not Bijan.
yeah.
It's probably not Saquon. It could be
Think
Gibbs.
about the backs. Yeah.
It could be Gibbs. Is this player in the NFC North or South? Like one of those two.
How is
Yes.
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 Okay, so now
Okay.
2 divisions we know. It's either North or South.
he north or south?
Smelling like Gibbs in here a little bit to me. Other because there's nobody on the Bears. It could be Josh Jacobs. That's like a fringe star.
Okay.
Jameer
Gibbs.
No.
Damn.
Dang, you
I
pulled
shot
it
the
out.
load.
You shot.
I shot it. Sorry. I
Have
got
some
excited.
restraint. So 3 questions left.
I can't.
3 left.
Is this Josh Jacobs?
Correct.
Okay, there we go.
It's Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs.
That's the most. Yeah, he's a star.
Yeah.
We can call him that. Sure.
He made a Pro Bowl?
Yeah,
Ah,
that makes total sense.
dude,
Okay.
they use everybody there. Wow. Okay.
That's like anybody. No, Josh Jacobs is good.
It's good.
He
Wow.
led the league in rushing 1 year.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh.
Just thinking of him
Cat's
today, I'm like, he was a Pro Bowl? That guy really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Cat's making an appearance. We got a cameo here. She came down screaming,
Beautiful.
sitting, just looking, staring at me.
Intensely.
Okay. Next thing we're gonna do. I'm gonna name an NFL quarterback, and I want you guys to tell me who is the opposite of this player.
Okay.
So who plays the opposite of them you can think of?
All right.
Okay.
Oh, we'll take the quarterbacks today.
Okay.
First off, Cam Newton.
The complete opposite of Cam Newton, someone who's small as hell, can't run,
Small, can't run, small arm.
small arm.
Tua
Bryce Young.
Tagovailoa.
Okay.
Yeah, Tua or Bryce.
Yeah, Tua
Yeah,
or Bryce
Bryce.
Young. Genuinely.
Oh, how fitting that their new
The Panthers
quarterback
have
of the
the-
Panthers.
Yeah.
The two physical outliers.
Yeah. The most physically gifted and the least physically gifted.
Damn. Yeah,
Wow.
definitely Bryce Young.
It definitely is Bryce Young. Okay, Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Okay, so pre 2020 Josh Allen, where like you are 6'6", but you make terrible decisions.
Yeah. Or so it's like the best
But
quarterback
like a
of all
pocket-
time.
Like a pocket passer, but you make bad decisions.
Who's the consensus worst of all time to be the opposite of the GOAT? Nathan Peterman. You're the opposite of Tom Brady.
Oh,
Nathan
true.
Peterman.
It's the,
How ass was
Jimmy
Nathan
G?
Peterman?
No, Jimmy G can't be the opposite. He's too much like him.
No, but like Tom Brady's like the most clutch, and Jimmy G is the most unclutch.
Okay, that's fair. Who is the opposite of Michael Vick?
Someone who can't run for
Peyton
shit.
Manning. Like-
Yeah.
Uncontroversial, unathletic,
yeah,
white.
yeah.
Okay.
Very,
That checks
very, like a very widespread consensus of people like him.
Yeah.
Patrick
Okay.
Mahomes.
Huh. Someone who's again unclutch.
I think we also pick another biracial quarterback.
Very
But one that skews the other way.
But one that like Desmond Ritter.
he's the bizarro Patrick Mahomes. They look the same. One broke the other way.
Ew, man. Desmond Ritter. Okay.
So Patrick Mahomes is like floor raiser, makes everybody around him better, gets it done, physically gifted, one of the greats of all time. Who's the opposite of that?
Like Desmond Ritter is like a ceiling caver. Like, you
That's
know,
crazy.
He limits you.
he's a floor buster. That, that's kind of where we're at. It's either like him or like Deshaun Kaiser.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
if we're just thinking about like light, like just like bad light skins,
Wow.
it's them two.
Oh my
Deshaun Kaiser.
God.
What a name. Kyler
Okay.
Murray.
Someone who's big
Ben Roethlisberger.
has an ability to. How do you talk about the running thing?
So
I don't
who's
know.
really big and really consistent?
It's Josh Allen.
Who's the opposite of Josh
It's
Allen?
Josh Allen. Yeah, Josh Allen is massive. He can still run around, but like he is consistent, makes good decisions. You can trust him. Brings good vibes to the locker room.
Damn, Kyler?
Yeah,
You don't
he
do none
hates
of that? Damn, all right.
you. Okay. Who's the opposite of Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams.
Who is the most boomer quarterback that you can think of?
True. I'm thinking
okay.
low pick in the draft, uncontroversial, vanilla Brock Purdy.
Okay.
That's a good that's
First
a good
pick versus
baseline.
last pick.
Yeah.
Controversial for stupid reasons. Brock Purdy is the most vanilla guy ever. Nobody's
Well,
ever gonna.
I don't know. I mean, Brock Purdy was like very controversial for like a year and a half because we still had to decide whether or not he was good or not.
Sure, but it's a little. That's not the controversy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lamar Jackson.
Ooh, Lamar Jackson.
Mac Jones.
Really?
Lamar Jackson is
I guess you're right. That makes sense. I see it.
Lamar Jackson is the blackest mobile quarterback of all time,
Okay.
and Mac
Okay.
Jones is the widest pocket passer we've ever seen.
Okay.
The blackest mobile quarterback. Well, explain. Elaborate.
No,
I'm gonna make some more blacker. Okay.
Why
Okay.
is Lamar Jackson blacker than Randall Cunningham?
Okay.
Break it down for us.
Really, I'm interested. Okay.
I need to know.
no.
Okay.
Jared Goff,
Jared Goff.
who's exciting, flashy, gifted with his legs, can't be reliable at all.
It's Cam Newton.
Justin Fields is the opposite of Jared Goff.
Ooh.
Justin Fields.
Jared Goff makes every pass consistently, makes all the right reads, sees what the defense gives him. That is not words I'd use to describe Justin Fields right now.
Bro, I looked at his numbers the other
Zach
day.
Wilson.
They look so good, but they're so empty stats.
Baker Mayfield.
We need,
Trey Lance.
we need a black
No,
man
not
with
Trey
no
Lance.
swag.
Black dude with no swag. Okay. Who am I going to pinpoint as a swaggerless black quarterback?
Oh, I could think of this.
Ah, it's RG3. It's RG3.
Yeah, in the worst way.
It's RG3.
I don't know, but
worst
even on the
way.
field, like the arm sleeve. he
No,
did-
and Baker Mayfield started off as a bust, got good over time. Which trajectory mirrors that.
True.
That is very
RG3.
True.
Yeah.
RG3 was that guy early on.
He's the opposite arc of a number one pick.
That is true.
Okay.
The more
That's-
time goes on, the cooler Baker Mayfield is.
That's the best
The
one.
more time goes on with RG3.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
It's a little different.
It's spooky. Okay.
Okay, last one. Justin Herbert.
Complete opposite of
Complete
Herbert.
opposite.
Justin Herbert has the worst PR on earth given his skills. Who has the best PR on earth given their skills?
Eli Manning.
And he is a big time winner. People hold the winner against Herbert. Maybe it is Eli
Yeah,
Manning.
they
It
say
is.
it would be damn if he
Low
made the
key.
Hall of Fame.
Maybe
I
it
don't
is
know.
Eli Manning.
On the opposite end of the country too.
Damn, maybe it's Eli Manning. He's gonna be the most respected quarterback relative to skill.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert might be the least respected quarterback relative to skill, like ever.
It is because Justin Herbert is good in the regular season, and then he has like the 2 playoff losses that are sticking out. Eli Manning is not great in the regular season,
Yeah.
but he has the 2 Super Bowl wins that are sticking out.
Yeah. And there's been times where he's actively garbage in the regular season and then a god in the playoffs.
Led the league in picks.
And then won a Super Bowl.
That's so insane.
Wow, he's reverse Eli. That's crazy.
Justin Herbert, 3 interceptions all year, threw 4 in the game.
It's crazy.
Jeez.
Damn,
Yeah.
they are the opposite. That's
Dude,
nuts.
that math doesn't make sense to me.
Beautiful.
4 all year and 3 in a game. Oh my god.
And that's the end of this episode. If you're still here, comment who is the opposite of Justin Herbert. I want to see your guys' picks.
Tua.
Yeah, they're linked forever.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we will see y'all next Tuesday for the next episode.